as we speak. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? I feel we're gonna do something a little different today. Um, you know,
Are we?
yeah, we're gonna do something a little different. Hey, if your
Gotta
phone's
be
on the
different,
table,
man.
take your phone off the table because it
That's okay,
vibrate.
though.
It's gonna vibrate. We're gonna hear everything. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna do a little bit something different today.
You know,
Some we ain't did in a while. Yeah, we live.
we
Live right now.
live.
Mm-hmm.
Juan LaFonte in the building, you heard me?
All
I
right.
will fight for you. What you talking about?
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Been working on some things. I'm gonna let y'all know I've been working on some things.
Okay.
So basically from here on out, we will come on like this, but we'll give like more of the update of what we're gonna talk about. And then we will actually go into our intro that's being built. All right. So basically like this, and I'll be like, yo, we'll go on, do what we're doing. And for y'all who are watching and listening and everything else, this ain't nothing but, letting y'all see how stuff is being created and how we're gonna start doing new things this year. So just like that, come in here and tell you, hey, today's topic, straight off the black, we're gonna say, hey, new year, new actors. All right. Uh, Today I feel like we're gonna talk about, hey, everybody wanna change every new year. Like they set a goal for themselves to change. And about 3 months in, and I ain't gonna say 3 months, I'm giving a little bit too much, huh? About a month in.
Soon as that income tax hit.
There you go.
Back
They back on their bullshit.
back on that bullshit. Yo.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. What's that saying? Matter of fact, we sat outside and we talked about that. I'm not gonna let anything disturb my peace. And I spoke to you and I was like, well, fuck, you got to build peace to have something to disturb it. Like you got to know what your peace is before you have somebody disturb it. So feel like we get into that, talk about that, and anything else that y'all have across the board that you see that again, new year and you see new actors. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's basically the topic for the night. And we'll get back with y'all and we're gonna give them 30. I'll give them 30 seconds. I'm gonna do my little countdown. I guess we could do it that way right now. So yeah, we'll get back with y'all in 30 seconds. What's happening, people?
Come up in here, toss it. Welcome to the 90 Proof Podcast. I normally say after that 90 Proof. 90 Proof. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all get into what we talking about. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we get down. A bunch of craziness, but it's all on. No, it's not all on topic. But we get close. We're getting close. But make sure y'all sit back and enjoy it, man.
I'm gonna need you to get close to that mic, sir. You have a mic now, so now I need you to use that.
Upgrade.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, all that. How y'all doing, man?
There you go.
Beyonce up in this bed right now.
It's gonna be what?
Let me upgrade you.
Uh-huh. What you got? Oh man, forgot me. Hey, Cuzzo in the building. What's happening, Cuz? What's happening, Cuzzo? What's happening?
Above the influence, yo.
Yeah.
So you gotta welcome to the Terminal 90.
Hey, welcome to the airport, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, anywhere in the airport you could be right now.
But
anywhere.
here.
But you here.
Yeah.
You here. All right. Cool. Control center it is.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Flight control.
Oh Lord. What we gonna get into? What I said?
Fellas, man, how y'all doing, bro? And what they say? New Year, new day.
No. Nah, it was New Year, new actors.
New actors.
New Year, new actors.
Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm good, man.
You
Had a
good?
good birthday. Happy belated
Well,
birthday.
thank you. Thank you. It was
Mhm.
nice.
Hey.
And Sunday was Sunday. You know,
Hey, motherfucking Capricorns.
we do that. We
All
do
the
that
time.
sometimes.
Okay,
We
all
do
right.
that.
That's what we did.
Motherfuckers don't
All right,
like us
all
because
right.
we don't care.
Yeah.
In the words of what I always say,
Yeah.
hey, we start the year and we end that year.
Yes.
You hear me? So it got to come through us
He
first.
ended it and I started it.
There it is.
That's all right. The takeover is soon to come. You hear me? Pisces right around the corner.
Oh Lord,
Soon to come. The
Oh,
takeover.
the takeover. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
The short month.
I feel like Jay-Z.
The short month.
I feel like Hov though. Who gonna stand up here with me? You hear me?
All right, peep game. Like I was saying earlier, y'all know a couple of people who been the same way for years. They speak of change, and don't get me wrong, they sometimes step into that position to change and everything else, but always go back to being the same person they are.
All the
That's
time.
a comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's a comfort zone.
Yeah, it's a comfort zone.
Why you feel like that?
It's what they're used to. It's what they're comfortable doing.
It's hard to change,
Yeah.
man. You know how hard it is to change?
Yeah.
You really got to put some thought process in the change, some discipline.
Oh boy, you said you said the wrong word.
That
That
discipline.
fucking discipline, boy. That right there, whoop your ass every time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get into that. I want to, because I feel like, hey, we all done grew up. We all know them people, and we all been through situations in life that actually changed us, but
Mhm.
went deeper than the change that we thought. Like I could sit up here and say, yo, I was a badass when I was younger. Discipline. What happened? I joined the military. Was it discipline from the military? I said some of it was, but majority of my family was military, so I was just cutting up anyway. But I think my discipline came in when playing football or being on a team. My real discipline came from, being a part of something,
Some type of structure.
Mhm.
some type of structure. That's all. But it did start, you know, changing me and things around me. I started acting a different way around a different type of people because I was literally looking for me, I guess myself, if that was the case.
That soul surgeon.
You call it soul searching, but I feel like a lot of people they go through that and still don't elevate, still sit in the same spot. And I think I mentioned this to you last night. As far as I've been around a couple of people for many years, and they still doing the same shit. So
But are they doing the same shit, expecting different results?
you never know, because when you sit down and you talk with them, it's like the same story, but just with different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can describe the same story, but add different people to that story. So you're sitting there listening to them repeat themselves over and over.
New year, different act.
New year, different act.
That's all it is.
So
New year, different act.
my question to y'all is, do y'all feel like y'all put effort in that? Like, do y'all feel like y'all help them be that way?
Them or yourself?
No, I mean,
just help them continue
their same pattern. Like that's your people,
don't
that's your
think so.
partner, that's your boy, all that, and you just keep on the same. You don't really stop them or really pull them to the side and be like, "Yo, do something better, bro." Like or show them something different.
See, you would have to have those type of people around you that has to, I guess, that need that type of change. So I would have to know what type of change are we looking for.
Okay.
So you're talking about somebody that need to do better, whatever.
Yeah.
They mean they got to be always continually
doing something better. No,
on a downfall.
Yeah, or always finding yourself in a position of a downfall.
Okay.
But at the same time, I have a couple of friends who basically, they find themselves down. But the one thing I respect about them more than anything else is they're accountable and they're responsible, and they know they're responsible for, hey, I went from here to here. So they already know that. So that just lets me know that, hey, when they fall, they continue to get their ass back up, which is cool with me.
They just find themselves back into a funk.
Yeah. And I'm not speaking to those people because eventually that come around will come. And maybe it is, maybe it's an old lady in their life, or maybe it's, their family.
Or
Maybe it's
opportunity.
it's something that makes them fall. But when they do fall, they take responsibility to their actions of, all right, well, fuck, instead of paying this bill, I went out here and did this. You know what I'm saying? So they know that. So, all right, cool. But if I keep catching them, or they keep coming to me and telling me about it over and over, and they keep doing that same thing, that's what I'd be worried about. Like, I feel like I'm putting my effort and my positive into something that is going to continue to be the same. And and basically, or more of, I'm being a crutch. So yeah, they didn't pay their bill because they went out here and this, and I go in my pocket and I give them money. I'm continuing their habit because there's like no consequences to.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always a person of, hey, it's consequences for everything.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you were gonna back in the way.
Yeah. So I asked that question to be like, yo, have y'all ever been in that position where you feel like
All the time, sure.
You know
But
what
it
I'm saying?
goes back to people using people. Everybody getting used out here in some form or way or another.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it.
And that's one big topic we always on.
Yep.
How people use each
The
other.
users.
And there's nothing wrong with a user.
No.
It's not. It's not. But when they take advantage of it, then that's where it becomes a problem. Because we all, as human beings, I feel like we use each other. We have to.
You don't have a choice.
Okay.
To some degree.
Because if you actually think about it, what if I wanted to be like, yo, social distance and get away from everybody, and I'm just, bam. Now that's just me, right? I don't have to worry about nobody else around here. But all of a sudden, I gotta, I don't know, come off that spot to go here to do what I need to do here to get back to this spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to conversate and be around somebody and be able to do what I need to do around somebody else, even if I walk in a grocery store and I don't know what it's at. What I use? Somebody who worked there. A simple question is, hey, you know what such and such and such? Yeah, sure, It is, and that's. But
we live in a capitalist society.
Yeah.
So you gonna use somebody, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's about users and abusers.
Users and abusers.
Shit. You using me or you trying to abuse me? Yeah, the first time you didn't pay your bill, cool. I got you.
I can help out.
We found.
Or I could be like, nah, I've been used too many fucking times. So the first time you fuck up, get the fuck up on my face. You know what I'm saying? I could be that way.
And some people are that way.
And then people look at them people and be like, yo, they have their judgment about that person, but they don't know the backstory of why this motherfucker's like that.
Yeah, I've been used all my life. I'm tired now. You hear me?
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired.
But that goes to like an analogy I like to use all the time as far as running around a track. You run all these miles, but you end up in the same destination.
Yeah.
That's because you're going around a
circle
pattern in that circle.
Yeah.
Now the messed up part about it, like I say, is for the people that do that and expect different results when they get back around that circle.
Yeah.
So I always say, well, shit, quit running around a track and run the marathon.
And but that goes back to, again, we live in a society of that's what it is.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's what you make of.
I can't say that. And the reason why I can't say that, because then you have to separate yourself from society to actually have that.
Sometimes that's the best thing.
And the reason why I say that is because, hey, it's what I make it, right? So then I have to step away from all this to make it what I want it to be. If I want to make it what I wanted to make.
Sometimes you gotta step out your own way.
Yeah, true enough.
You gotta step out your own way. You be tripping over yourself.
Facts. So I just look at certain things, and I figure that'll be something to go dig into. I got more.
I feel like knowledge is key to overcome all things. Knowledge, and not just knowledge. Go and get a degree somewhere.
You talking about
at George Washington fucking college, some damn knowledge of self. The more you build on knowledge of yourself, the more you understand yourself, and you understand what's going on around you.
That's the problem. A lot of people don't understand themselves.
They don't understand you.
But it's also another problem with that. A lot of that is not being taught. You need a teacher to teach. And I mean, yeah, you can learn yourself. You can, spend time with yourself. But at the end of the day, are you really learning yourself? Or you just creating a bad habit that you're going to really take it back out into society?
Self accountability and back to discipline, as you said. You feel me?
You know?
Being able to humble yourself to honestly look at yourself in the mirror
And call yourself
and,
out.
and call you out on shit.
Yeah.
Be
real.
Straight up.
If you don't be real with nobody else, be real with your
yourself.
damn self.
But see that's the reason why I keep y'all motherfuckers around. Because
Yeah.
if I fuck up and I do something wrong,
Hold on.
what you got?
I got a question.
There you go.
I got a question.
DJ walked to the
Are you understanding of what, even if you think you right, a certain thing you're doing, do you understand what it looks like and the shit that could come with it?
what the right look like?
You're right. You're true.
Yeah.
Do you understand the negative connotation that could come with it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That was most
No.
the
Most
consequences.
Most people don't. Most people don't. And I say most people don't because they bottle themselves up into this person. Like, you know, the saying, hey, bruh, you know, I'm just an asshole and blase. Like, just because you an asshole don't mean I need to accept it. Just because you this or you describe yourself like, we run around here and we hear them motherfuckers tell it all day. Y'all toxic. I can sit there and literally say, well, just because fuck it, accept me. Just accept who I am then.
No, you don't have to accept it.
And
Just
you
let
don't.
me be better than you.
You don't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not in competition with anybody else out here
Until you realize you're in competition.
until they put me in competition.
And then when you dunk and they say we're playing a 3-point contest,
And then, yeah, then
you the
that's what it
bad
is.
motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, but see, that's when you say society
Or
make
when they
you
move the 3-point
or
line
make
back.
it or how it
They
looks.
conform me in a certain way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they judge you.
The structure.
So what's fucked up about it is I can sit back right here and build myself up to be who I want and everything else, but I'm gonna be judged by everybody else around me.
We got
No matter what.
we got a fucked up culture.
Facts.
The culture is fucked up.
For the longest,
That's the other question.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
What's the difference between common and popular?
Common and popular.
Yeah.
Common, like in lane, like you common.
Like what's just common?
The more
Common and popular.
because
Is that the same thing?
No.
No, that's like it's not on the same.
Common. There's a sea. There's fish. Popular. There's that one fish that fly.
That's
All
popular.
of a sudden, that's popular.
Nigga, that's uncommon.
That's what I'm telling you.
Sometimes it's gonna be temporary.
Popular is only
Highest thing right now.
popular is only basically big when other people think it
It's a
is.
trend.
When it's a trend, it's whoever wants to say, "Hey, that's what that is." That right there.
And
And,
we
the
have
thing about it is, that's the biggest problem with our culture
I'm
now.
about to say we got a culture that lives off
We got
trends.
off of whatever trend is hottest. Hell, we started a fucking podcast. We're talking about this shit for years, but in the same case, we just sat back and watch all these other people start podcasts, and it's like, yo, what we starting a podcast for? So then we have to come up with the topics and the ideas and be like, are we just starting a podcast just because, hey, we was a bunch of motherfuckers?
Everything that we've been talking about for the last 6 years,
And
watch other motherfuckers.
and there we is. All right, cool. So we say, hey, let's be honest. Motherfuckers started a podcast, hey, to make some money. Or we started a podcast because we feel like what they're talking about, hey, we don't think that shit right.
So I should get paid.
So I should either way, I already said make the money part. But basically, majority of the arguments that we have on here, people have these arguments, but they always want to be popular.
Mhm.
And they're scared to not be popular. And they're not gonna say what they really want to say because they're too worried about being liked or canceled or something that's, you know, what society actually put out there. And again, we're running off of YouTube and stuff like that. I know we could be banned and blocked and everything else.
Yeah,
But you know what? They did it.
Google.
Oh, Google did it. See? Hey, it is what it is. But at the same time, huh?
You serious? I blocked the hell out of my account.
Mm.
Wow.
So what is
Hey,
free,
what
is
happened?
free speech?
Hold on. Before we jump there, hold on. I got a question. So what happens? What happens if he do walk and he's found not guilty, and she do come out, and whatever we predicted, and however we looked at it, does Google owe us an apology?
No.
They don't owe us nothing, huh? They just
Hell
blocked us
no.
off. They'll give us our platform back.
No,
'Cause
they don't.
watch
We
this.
didn't see it happen.
No, I'm gonna tell you where it happened at. Peep the game. Coronavirus. It came out. People said it was man-made. Facebook, YouTube, everybody, anybody who got on the video and said that, they took it down.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden the truth came out.
Misinformation.
The truth came out. Guess who got their pages back? Everybody who said.
But at the same time, you lost all them followers, which you
Exactly.
lost money.
You
You had
lost
a
money, you
YouTube
missed
channel,
everything
you
else.
had subscribers, and
The question is, did they pay him?
hell no, make no money.
But anyway, back to what you were saying. What is free speech? Like what is
Like
the?
you said, there's no free speech.
There's no. Oh,
There's none.
Censorship and monetization and control of what we do is more important than free speech.
But they love the culture where we are. We can talk about shooting motherfuckers all day long. They look like us.
yeah, you could drop the N word 100 goddamn times
Yeah.
and ain't nobody gonna bother you.
But say one of them
Nope, don't
One
even.
of
Don't.
them
Matter of fact, we
alphabets.
censor right now. Beep. Say
You
what?
say-
You go ahead and say
I know how to
beep.
code
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna hit you with one of them beep.
You say one of them alphabets, you're in trouble. Plain and simple.
But then that brings me back to a whole. All right, today, suicide prevention. I told you I had to go to the class.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what
Now this is crazy. We live in a society where we have a bunch of people, a group of people that say, hey, everybody is on social media. They're not even paying attention to the world because they're on social media. But we got the same people basically using social media to make people pay attention to the world.
ass backwards.
You remember that track you was talking about, that circle?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing but motherfucker chasing it to a point where, hey, maybe that's how they want it. Maybe that's how they want you set up. Maybe that's how they want to build you.
Why not?
See, free speech is
Keep you common.
you can have free speech.
You got free speech?
It's just the
It's
consequences
the-
of your free speech.
What it ain't
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
ain't
it
free.
is. You can say what the hell you want.
Yeah,
You-
which is
as long
true.
as you ain't on nobody platform, you can say what the hell you want. But once you try to put it on someone's platform, that somebody gonna have a issue with anything.
That's like me talking to a cop. It's freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want, but I guarantee you there's like 5 or 6 laws. It's 5. That's one, but I know it's 4 more out there that if you do say your free speech, and let's just say you cursing, or you get loud and you curse and you in public, they go a law for it. Where my
They
free
got
speech
a
at?
lot.
You feel me? They made what they tell you is you got free speech, but then they make laws to make sure you don't have free speech.
I don't even know if it's laws. I think it's completely up to
His laws is
discretion.
codes.
No. Most of the time, if you have a lot of times free speech and stuff like that, even with the police and stuff like that, it's their discretion to arrest you, right?
So at the end of the day, they
See.
got the power to voice their opinion.
It's all opinions.
No, they got the power to basically
Voice their opinion. If they don't
not
like
just
what you
show.
saying, they can put your ass in handcuffs, take you to jail, even though you might not get charged with nothing.
Well,
You going to sit in jail tonight because I don't like what you was talking
Yeah.
about, sir.
100%.
So I'm able to use not just voice, because you could voice, they could voice it back to you.
Yeah,
They could threaten you, but you can't threaten them.
exactly.
So I feel like, hey, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna take your ass to jail. That sounds like a threat to me.
Yeah.
100%.
But if I say it back or say something else to them, then that's a threat to them, and that's automatically a charge.
All day.
So,
You might get thrown out.
but it might get thrown out. But the thing about it, it's the time.
Mhm.
Now
Time and
I've
money.
been walking this earth for 36 years, and the main thing that people always tell me is, hey, the most thing important in life is your time.
Short time.
And to
I don't
have
feel
somebody
that. I don't.
be able to take your time.
Your attention, I feel, is the most important thing.
Oh, and I can understand where you're going with that.
Time is a fathom of our reality. That's
Okay.
something somebody made up. Ain't no such thing.
Okay.
We just put numbers to be able to correlate with the bullshit we dealing with in this
Facts.
society.
But it's never ended though.
No,
Time
You
is never ended.
you can't
It's
tell me
never
where it
ended.
began.
Tell me where's it end?
It
So
don't.
if you can't
It's
measure
never
the
ended.
beginning or the ending of it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, that's
finite,
a
it's
deep one
here.
right
Well,
there.
how about
That's a deep one right
Like
there.
I said, we just use it
That's
because
a
if
deep
I
one
tell
right
you
there.
I want to be here at 8:00,
Mhm.
well, you can reference that 8:00. Or I know where I'm supposed to be at. That ain't nothing but a fathom we use. If I tell you to be here at sundown, what's the difference between saying 8:00 and sundown?
Because everybody could look at sundown in a different time or a different moment.
All right.
Your
then.
sundown,
It's
your
just the
sundown,
structure of our
your
world.
sundown might be halfway. My sundown might be all right. I see the peak of the sun over the hill.
Yeah.
You know, sundown, but using time can actually build a structure which actually
Well,
builds. I got it.
How
I
many
got it.
months in a year?
I'm not even into that. I saw that last night when you said
Come on,
y'all
man.
do know it's 13 months in a year. If
After
you
you do
literally
the time,
if you do the time and the way they set it up. And it's crazy because February is what?
the shortest month.
The shortest month. So February is the only month that actually has 4 weeks in it.
Every other month have
And that-
4 and some days.
Yeah, 4 and some days. So you always got to add them extra days throughout the year. And they tell you how many days in a year. Oh, keep going.
Days, 365 days in a year, 54 weeks in a
54 weeks in a year.
year.
5 and a half, some shit like that.
Yeah, but if you go ahead and add everything up and look
If
at
you
it,
add up all your days, it's gonna equal more than
it's gonna give you 4 days. It's gonna give you
be
4.
13 months.
It's gonna give you 4 weeks at the end of the month. At the end of the December, it'll give you 4 months.
That's a whole extra month.
That's a whole extra month.
You're talking about the
4
extra
weeks.
days
Yeah.
after the 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
But let me blow your mind. You getting paid on a 12-month calendar. So what about that extra month? You don't get
That
paid
you
for that.
you actually work
You count, don't count the month, count the weeks.
4.
52.
52 weeks
52. Count
in a
the,
year.
count the weeks.
52
Count the weeks.
in a year. Not about that. Sound like
So do the division. 52 weeks
12 divided 52 50 what is it?
divided by
52?
12.
Yeah.
Is it divided by 12? Yeah. So that's
13.
Math don't add up. Your math ain't gonna add up because of the way they structured it. But at the end of the day, get back to my point. Your attention is the most expensive thing you ever can give. You give your attention to Facebook, social media, or you give it to building your business, it's all gonna have consequences behind it, negative and positive.
Negative and no positive, right?
So at the end of the day, your attention is what you give. And that goes back to the standing of, like you said, protecting your energy.
Yeah.
Your energy only, whatever you let come through this and these right here, these senses, that's what destroys or put power to your energy. So
I still feel like those. When the last time you heard
pour me up a cup, Bo.
over there?
Yeah.
this is a little brief intermission, people.
Nah.
We getting our
What?
drinks together, you know.
When the last time y'all heard of a monk?
A monk.
Like a famous monk. Like right now, today.
When there's a
Monk. Yeah, a monk.
give me a famous monk.
Well, I can't hear.
You can't hear it.
Because he ain't talking.
Buddhism is his lessons. And how many of them had lessons?
Golden child.
I want the knife.
That look.
I want the knife.
I say that to be like, all right, cool. Somebody who is not around society, but their lessons are still reaching society before social media and everything else.
Is it new lessons?
No.
Society
Same
uses
old
those
thing.
lessons into a weird way.
Meditation, yoga, that's all they culture.
No matter what the fucking situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever lesson teach, taught. Based on the circumstance. It don't matter what the circumstance is. It's not the same
Outcome.
apply the same logic. No matter what different situation. What they call that? Fucking that's a foundation.
You'll find out.
No matter what. That's where you is. So what if the situation change? Don't mean you gonna move different.
Yeah, true
No, that might be your foundation. Fucking fluid.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Oh shit.
So my question to that is, if a situation puts you, like, let's just say you get into a situation and you use your same habits, you use your same way you are. Remember how we spoke about moral codes? So we use our moral, right? Now, right or wrong, can you change your morals? Can you change the way? Can that situation change
Your morals.
Yeah, right or wrong, because you're gonna go into it the way you feel, like the way you want to handle yourself. You're gonna go into those situations and you're gonna have these morals, and you can be like, all right, cool. No matter how this come out, I'm gonna say what I need to say because this is how I feel, how I handle myself. But let's went in and you did that, and then you realize, damn, could have handled that in a different way. Okay. So a situation
in that case.
In that
But
moment.
behind numbers that, for example, he went outside, got his gun standing right there. With us, that's normal.
Yeah, with anybody else.
One of my partners came in here, sat his gun down. Y'all don't know. Would y'all take that as we about to fucking go around this bitch or something? Y'all don't know, dude.
No,
not at all.
And the reason why I wouldn't take it that way.
Be mad at somebody and they did that?
Yeah, I mean, if it happened, would I be mad if somebody walked in here and put their gun down?
No. You felt like, this nigga trying to draw down.
Or intimidate us?
Yeah.
By putting his weapon down. I mean, I could look at it that way, but then again, the way I judge it and I look at it, he's who he is. I don't know who he is, but I know who you are.
That's the problem from being from New Orleans. We deal with so many people, different mind frames.
Yeah, we do.
And
we
like
do.
I said,
we do.
I lived in Arizona. Now you learn it's going from different states. You live in different parts. It's common down here, but out there, I used to have my chopper land in the floor. People come over to the house party or something. Man, what's going on?
No, they thought something.
Yeah,
they trying to figure out what's going on. But my thing about it is,
you in trouble.
You said it already. He put his gun down. Y'all say, hey, since we know him, that's normal. This dude come in and put his gun down. You brought him in here.
Right.
I know you.
Right.
You don't react. I shouldn't react.
I shouldn't make this that vibe.
But what if?
What if? I mean, but in the same case, between all four of us knowing each other, I already know right now. Sit at this table. Yeah, the direction will change. But I can tell you right now, who will make that a vibe?
Wait, let's just say that's the vibe.
Okay. All right. That's you.
And we rob all y'all. So moving forward.
Highly doubt it.
Highly. Time a stranger walks in and slaps his gun down.
Yeah.
You gonna just be like, you can't, my boy.
I got you. But that was a lesson. That was that scenario that will change because that will change my whole set now. Because what I just told you, you came in here with somebody else. I know you. I don't know homeboy, but I know you. So if he do come in here and y'all do decide to rob me, now I got to replay. You remember how I told you I had to look back at my circle of friends? And I had to go challenge them because of one situation that happened in my life with somebody that I thought I was jam tight with. I had to go. But that's what that happened. That's what happened. I had to reevaluate everything. Did I?
Did you reevaluate or did you apply to something else that you never thought you had to apply to?
I say I did reevaluate. Like I did go back and look over it.
You did the same shit that Dagger shot.
Yeah, but I did it, and this is what I said again. I looked at it, and yeah, I seen where I was at, seen what I wanted to do, knew what I wanted to do, but then I had to sit back and look at it all again to be like, all right, cool. How will this play out? Is it worth it? Or maybe they need to have a conversation. Maybe we need to sit down and maybe we need to do it this way and that way. Because in the same case, yeah.
Because I fucking seen them guys.
You saw it. Yeah, you saw it. And you gave him a look.
That's the one time.
Fuck it.
I'm back outside.
And then your shit gone. Yeah.
I don't never hesitate with my life, man. That's one thing I learned.
Now that
a lot of people hesitate with their life.
Somebody said a gun on you. You might stay chill.
But your mind, yeah.
Then go on to your.
Like I said, I'm gonna always notice it, but I always feel like this. And and this is no disrespect to y'all, but me and this man been in shit. All right. Wild West shit. You feel me? So when he's around, I feel a little bit comfortable when certain situations go down. Now, what kills that kills the vibe of that is if he did come in here and put a gun on the table, my eyes are on the gun. I know it's here. I might not. What?
He ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
You always put your gun on the table where we at. You didn't do it. He did.
Mhm.
All right, these niggas in unison.
Okay.
Just what you just said. That
No.
verified that. When bought around, you feel a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
So I ain't see you slap not one gun on the table all week. All of a sudden, look around.
But at the same time,
You're gonna be right there.
but
Right there.
but see that same scenario you popped up with. If homeboy did come in here, and y'all did come in here, and you didn't say nothing, you just brought a homeboy in here. You know, in the middle of me doing this podcast, man, who that is?
But if y'all blew his head off, guess what?
I don't think we just go. I don't think we just go up and blow this nigga head off.
Of course.
Yeah, we would. It would have made a phone call. It would have been. It would have been a
This
conversation.
is one thing about black, we feel a vibe though. We are frequency people.
We go off
the frequency.
we do, and
You
we
know?
also create a vibe.
Exactly.
We could make a vibe whenever, and everybody in the room can get the vibe.
You walk in the room with a random, I be like, "What's up?" And he, no. All right. All right.
I start fucking with the person. I don't know.
Exactly.
But see, that's the language you talk. And with that being said, you said it to me the other day. Yeah. And then he asked me. He asked
You
me.
gotta.
But
sit back and analyze everybody. Like, where the bitch at? Where the nearest shit I gotta throw before some shit happens?
that's just like me
Like,
walking in.
jump over
Hey,
the table first.
if I want to walk into a room and I need to know all the exits in that damn room before I get in,
Mhm.
hey, I circle a club.
Walk around
3
that
times.
room,
I always gotta pee. Even if I don't, when I first walk in the club.
Walk all the way to the back and walk all the way to the front.
Yeah.
Then go back to the bar.
Yeah.
Started to see if I seen the heifer in there that I know I'm cheating on.
And
That
but you might look at it that way.
It started like
But I also look at I can also get in there because hey, you might see a group of niggas over here, and there's too many of them, and they all got the same demeanor on their fucking face. Guess what vibe I'm reading? All right, y'all all looking at the fucking door. Now y'all either looking at the women coming through the door, or y'all waiting for that one nigga to come through the door. But from the looks of it, y'all ain't looking at no women. Exactly. So y'all looking for one person to come through the door. And look at my stupid ass. All right, bro. I'll let you. I'm out. You know why? Hell yeah.
I hate that people make you seem crazy.
Mm,
Serving.
How?
For whoever else.
But
How?
you can't-
Anybody watching social media can see motherfucking ain't crazy anytime you losing your life left and right. Just from being in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
But again, so social media and society they don't make that big, dog. They don't make that like okay.
How?
No, that's normal. Like he said, that is normal.
Yeah, that's the culture.
That is the culture. That's normal.
People getting shot or sitting the gun on the thing.
No, people dying every day and get shot every day.
Yeah.
That's normal now.
That's the culture.
Hell, hey,
It
this
wasn't that
motherfucker told me earlier. We don't even need the KKK no more. Niggas out here doing it themselves. I mean,
That Cat Williams.
hey, was it Cat?
No, I'm lying. Eddie Griffin.
Oh, Eddie Griffin.
That Eddie Griffin. Exactly.
That's stupid.
That is stupid because they in a job to do that.
A rival's game job is to kill you.
He said it right too. A gang.
A gang.
A gang.
A gang.
I'm doing my job.
I told you,
Your
bro.
job is to protect.
I might slip. Hey, man.
Both of us. Just protect both of us.
But no. That's to go back to the hey, why you enjoying a fraternity? Why you enjoying this? And I turn around and say, hey, bro, I'm in the biggest gang in the world.
Military.
And I got paid to do
Huh?
it.
Might not been a lot,
Huh?
but it was a lot more
And get arrested.
than motherfuckers who started gangs on the street, and a lot more.
Oh, yeah, so
hey,
got to
saying.
travel.
You got to meet different people. Yeah, sex is different type of women.
There you go.
Well, that
Mm.
gang-
Yeah, that.
Well, now you have to check the same bitches unless you up.
No, different types.
I had relations
If you're in the gang,
and a Max
You
Pro.
do the same way.
Entanglements.
I had entanglements
unless you go.
and
Yeah.
Max Pros and different countries.
Them,
White bitches.
them worldwide.
The same jumpsuit right here when he went kill people.
Mhm.
And then won't go change as soon as he got in the fucking club.
Nah, nigga, take a bath first. You just want to kill somebody, man.
Emmy the Blacks, bro.
He taking a whole bath in the bathroom, wash his hands.
One should be open.
Like you ain't got to relax.
Splashing water in his face.
I gotta start going with negative. That Google shit working, bro. I gotta get the people back on my side. Why emailing people so good, bro? With negative style, you fucking song list on the shit. Cause that's the head deal to you. To say, yo, we got disable you.
Why?
Same one, we didn't even really
We didn't say
about
nothing. I think it was that dog
the bitches.
No, hell no.
The
I
headline.
shot the Megan.
Hey,
I shot the sheriff.
Shoot the stack.
it might have been that one. It might have been that one. It got to be that one.
I shot the sheriff.
But
I think that
they
shit
took
was
every.
wonderful, though.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're not. It's not only that.
shit should've went viral.
They took the volume off every TikTok video that I put up there of our show, because basically what we're talking about.
Of course.
That's some bull.
Now it's funny. It's funny when it comes to teachers too. When it comes to mentors and people who are basically or are activists or people who are out there speaking on the mics.
Influencers.
Do they sound the same?
What you mean? The same narrative?
Yeah, like
Of
the same
course.
setup. Like they don't
Like
go
that
this
shit
far.
scripted.
Yeah, like it's all scripted.
Yeah. They know how to play within the boundary.
Are they playing in the boundary, or are they?
What you trying to say? They all CIA plugs. You heard me?
Hey, with the feds.
Coin Pro around this
Hey,
bitch.
hey, they play along with the system. They go along with the
COINTELPRO,
system.
huh? I don't know. I watch Dick Gregory, man. I think everybody the fed. Dick be letting you know.
Dick did let you know,
All the motherfuckers the fed.
but I don't think we will not have real mentors, and that's another reason why this actually started in another way. Because just because we jump on our podcast and we do this, we talk about everything that's going on. We make fun of it and everything else, but on a serious tip,
Don't make fun of it, make light of it.
Yeah.
make light of it.
Make light of it.
Make light of it. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's missing. And just like they could change history, rewrite history, take things away from history, and put in something new, and we go along with it. The generation after us is learning a whole nother They're not learning about the generation in the past.
Nah.
Not now. You're not learning about the generation in the past.
Y'all don't know nothing about
We
that.
don't. For us to be at the age we at right now, we know. All right, cool. We know our past,
Somewhat.
and then we know a generation behind us. They passed because
it's not even that. It's not even that. We know the past. We are willing
To learn.
to learn.
Yeah.
well, I ain't gonna say we willing. Some of us was set down, and
Yeah,
like me,
force-fed.
especially from that Mississippi back roads. I'm telling you right now.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Not
talking
now.
about then.
Oh, I'm talking
Now.
about us as kids. Some of us was, hey, you gonna hear this.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna talk to your grandma for an hour.
But that's the
Or
difference with now.
hey, yeah.
They was willing to be like, hey, black,
Mhm.
sit down, listen, learn something.
Ain't no more OGs no more, man. Like ain't no more big mama like they say.
No?
Yeah.
Papa. You hear me? Giving you the real game, what he done learned over years. I say your OG now 30 years older than you. They living in the same. They on
The
social
same-
media
yeah.
watching the same shit you watching.
Don't-
Caught up
hey,
in the system.
Hey, bro.
Ain't no more
I'm glad
OGs.
I'm not a teenager, or I'm glad I'm not a
I
person
ain't
who,
growing up in this time.
because I get suspended from school every day. Boy, I get suspended from school. I swear to God,
They have too much you think it's too much freedom?
it's
No.
not too much freedom. I
No,
love.
when I hate. I don't want to use the word freedom.
Yeah, please
Because
don't, because
I-
none of us is free.
I want to be free.
But what's free? I think I heard a man
I'm not
say,
even going
he
that
literally
right.
said, "Hey, black people speak about freedom and them wanting to be free. Now, if society actually gave you freedom,
Yeah.
you'll be lost.
You wouldn't know what to do.
We're so mixed into
So structure.
yeah.
If there's no structure, it would be chaos.
You think so?
Yeah, that'd be chaos. I should believe that. But also, I think people still being held back too, and they want to give up that rope and yank. And I should believe that.
Scott said it's too biased and not open minded. That's the problem.
Okay.
I believe it's one of the problems. It's
I
multiple.
think
problems.
open-mindedness is a big problem with a lot of things. A lot of people not open-minded.
You can't, bro. At the end of the day, all right, cool. Open minded. Like
But
everybody
define your open mind.
exactly, because I feel like everybody open minded is different.
No,
It is.
How about
It
this?
is.
Think about it this way. Think about it this way. If you're open-minded, you're almost accepting to everyone's beliefs, everyone's way of living, and all that stuff. Type of thing. And the bias is you cutting it off. If they're not doing what you say is supposed to be done, they don't believe you should be doing anything.
I don't think there's open-minded.
What?
No, the difference between open mind and bias.
Understanding someone, not accepting it, but having understanding.
Allowing you to be you.
The willingness to see.
It's open-minded.
Yeah, I think everybody should be that way.
Yes.
You ain't got to agree with it, though.
Yeah.
100%.
But the thing is, the motherfucker that claiming that the world is closed mind and one accepting it, using that to destroy
or using it to
no.
Or you,
but don't just go in there with that.
But that seems like they use that shit to their advantage to make their point on that's it.
That's smart.
Why is it smart?
But you want me to accept you for what you believe and what you want to do out here in this world. But at the same time, I can't have my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I start by saying. You're not open-minded.
You're not.
No, that's how I could get you to open your mind just to say what I want to say. Then once you start talking,
Well, that's like me just saying, all right, cool. You can start talking. I could go to Google and I could look up, and being an open-minded person, hey, anywhere on Google, I could look up any type of thing. So it.
But this is the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the thing. What you just said. You became open-minded because you actually started looking stuff up of what they were saying.
Or
and before you wouldn't have never.
But if I wasn't open-minded, or let's just say I was closed-minded, and I just went on Google and I looked up stuff that, hey, what I'm saying right now is true. Whatever you saying, I got it against it. It becomes into it.
But to the advantage to say that
what I'm saying is real, and you're open-minded, and that don't have nothing to do with open-minded.
Nigga, Google is written by motherfuckers
men.
Just like you.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day,
everybody.
That's what I mean.
I mean, when I say men, I mean human.
Yes. Yeah,
men.
Right.
So I use the word men
else,
because they speak about the Bible all day long. And I'd be like, yo,
that's just
men
somebody
wrote the
else's
Bible,
opinion. Exactly. That's just somebody else's opinion.
That's how I know we get jacked.
I just brought it up. Or
nah, I heard remember when we got the house? And one thing, you and him, I sat back and just listen. The religion conversation.
Oh, the religion conversation, yeah.
Oh yeah, somebody jacked us.
Huh? Somebody went in on it.
Oh, who you think?
What, Jack the story or just Jack?
That you don't hear nobody talking about that shit. I see all the time. Somebody got our phone.
Joe.
A nice one though.
Hey, bro, he ran.
Yeah, a nice one though. A nice one, dog. And it sounded like you two motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, I feel like if we
I was like, wow.
I was high, so
can I put it like this? We'll never know the system because the system wasn't built for generation.
The system wasn't for you to know it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That same system is going across all generations, regardless. We know what we know because, hey, we grew up in this generation. Hey, we was taught by this person, this person, this person. I could look back right now in history and be like, yo, there's an auntie in my family right now that's just like an auntie in your family.
Mm-hmm.
There's a grandma that's just like the same. They grew up in the same time. They grew up in the same time. But that storyline that they had, they pitched down to us. The system, it didn't care about that. It didn't. If that's the truth and that storyline stayed the same, believe me, we might have to literally sit up here and say, hey, every black person in America is angry and they are frustrated and they don't know. They frustrated because of the story that was passed down from generation to generation. They still see the same stuff going on. Do we have that going on right now? Yes, we do for some. But do you have another side to that? You do. because we have the ones who say, hey, we're a lot freer than we was. We get more opportunities now and this. But it had to change somewhere because at one point in
I don't
time,
believe in none of that.
I don't,
Yeah,
when
I
they
don't
said
get
you
down
will
with
not
none of
when
that.
they killed Kaepernick for it's
that
a reach.
It's
But
a reach.
it is a reach.
ain't
But
the
then,
logic the same.
but if we have people who go out and do all these testings on the most dumbest shit and spend all the money on these tests just to say, hey, this, but we don't have a test on, hey, so what you talking about? What are you trying to do?
It's fucking.
Scoot up.
I'm saying it's
Scoot up.
Oh,
to
you
the
talking
mic.
about? Oh, he was saying grab the mic. Oh, it's not picking up from that, bro. But you want, if you want to, you can just grab the mic. It should. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just gonna hold that bitch like play.
Now, how far you got? You got a table? You can put it on the table. Like you set it right there and put your chair right there. You ain't in the way. There you go. Look at him. Look at him. But what I'm saying is,
That's the beginning.
what I'm saying is, the system we live in and the society we live in, what's going on is going to always continue to go on. And the people with the knowledge and everything else, which would be us at this time, we have the knowledge, but at the same time, with everything else going on, it's a new generation building on top of us and running their narrative for the generation.
What direction you think we're going with
Down the rabbit hole.
Generation Z in control?
I'm not gonna say Generation Z is in control. I can't say they're in control. Like I won't. I'm gonna say, hey, the system is it still in control? It's still holding what it's holding. It's gonna give you the good narrative. It's gonna give you the bad narrative. It's gonna give you the medium narrative. It's gonna give you whatever you think.
You know what it sound like we're in right now?
What we in right now?
We're in the fucking
Matrix. And we've been saying this for years.
We're fucking in the fucking matrix. The system fucking controlling.
And the matrix is another control factor of this system.
Is the control factor.
Z control everything to me. Well, will. Because everything but to be technology based. Did you ever see an old person try to open up an iPhone?
And how long they was talking about this,
I
DJ?
can barely open up one. And I ain't even old.
Yeah, you asked. Z and them be knowing all that bullshit.
Straight out
Because
the womb.
they came out the womb to learn about it, and that means somebody set them up to be like, yo, the world is moving into this, or basically society is moving into this. So you need to learn this if you want to make more money in the rest of your life and be successful. And that, yeah,
Exactly.
well, majority of the kids now are being taught off of iPad and YouTube and anything that's technology wise. They don't learn majority of the stuff they used to learn to.
Exactly.
But then they turned around and did what the math. They basically said in the school system now they're teaching you a new way to do math.
Yeah.
Why? Hell, they don't even have cursive. They don't write in cursive. No more.
Because it's not usable.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Everything is not in text, not just syntax. Text, the computer shit.
Majority,
Text.
yes. Well, I say yes because I say
What
the way the structure is.
Define school.
For me or
No, just general. What is school for? The
At
history
one
of
point,
school was training.
at
two
one
people
point,
started public school.
Yeah.
Huh?
Two people started public school.
White people?
Of course.
I think that's why I think called school training.
Yeah, it is a train.
You know-
Do how we want to.
To live in
No.
a capitalist society.
and the
That's what it was
society is
for.
basically built behind school systems and structures and everything else.
The way you
Hey,
work.
the
is
military,
built off
the
of certain
school,
people.
jail, everything I could put them structures into. I could say, hey, you did this in school. Me. That was me. That's the genius part.
And
Oh.
exactly.
That was Cat Williams who said, hey, again, it's 24 hours of the day. So y'all never heard of night?
Not even that. 24 hours in a day.
So hold on, break down day. All right. You got a definition for day and you got a definition for night. But then you tell me it's 24 hours in a day. So does day take over night?
What's the and that's no. If for you in that logic of what you're saying, that there's no difference what you just said earlier about I say man.
Yeah.
Meaning everybody.
Everybody.
Mhm.
So what's the difference between like you saying day and night?
Because when I was
It's the whole entire 24-hour period or whatever.
Because the way you're structured to work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, or even 12 hours.
I,
Once that sun go down, it's time to come out the field, folks. Time to come out the field. The sun down. How they say, sun up.
Good enough to
For sleep or what?
8 hours.
8 hours.
But they also say, hey,
But it's,
yeah, no, they also tell you, hey, how many hours is good for work? 8 hours.
I slept.
That's 16.
How long I left?
none. Because by the time you eat, yawn, and fight, it's time to go to
Get
sleep.
home, that's 2 hours.
Exactly.
You had to get up a little earlier, so let's just say 8 hour work day. You spent 10.
The structure. They gave you a
How
structure.
much time you got left?
And it started from school.
And it started.
That's why you wake up 4 o'clock in the morning,
I don't,
go to school.
no, I don't think it started
be
from
at the bus.
school. That might be a sense, but I don't think it started from school. I think it started from, hey, somebody wants you to work,
That's the point.
not
If
school.
we sending you to work as an adult, if we sending you to school as an adult, where your churn gonna be while you at work?
But at the same time,
We got to make something up for them to go.
Yep.
Okay, well, we gonna go teach y'all.
all right.
Matter of fact, we gonna go condition y'all.
Yeah, we're going to,
Not teaching you, because you're not teaching me shit. You conditioning me.
yeah.
Recess, like 24-hour confinement. They let y'all take 1 hour to go. See
Same
somebody
shit.
amongst other people.
Yeah, bro. Y'all do know 20 minutes to 40 minutes of working out every day. You're basically in a great enough shape to actually go do a hard labor job. But you're basically you're training your body to be able to go do labor.
Mm.
Get that mind right.
Yeah.
You can trick your body and fucking do all kinds of
I mean, so what I do? I tell you, hey, an hour a day, go work out. Exactly. Whatever it is. So I don't think it is. It is. Like I can't be biased of it. It is genius.
School strip you from your imagination.
And that's the reason why I say the structure of school is messed up.
Again, back to
The structure of it.
back to
School
your
is-
statement.
I
Your
don't
statement.
think school itself is fucked up. I think the structure of school is fucked up. The way how they got all the desks in a row. The way how they teach you.
It's based off of church.
No.
Back then, you used to go sit in church in front of the pastor. The pastor was the teacher.
It was based off of
Yeah.
factory.
No, based off church.
assembly line.
Assembly line. It's based off of that's why they got you in, in that
I see
row.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything like that.
I mean,
everybody row by row in that same line.
neither one of y'all are wrong, because at the end of the day, it's still set up for the same stuff. So the way the
It's
tables
a-
and
it's a-
chairs
it's a
and the
human
desks are set up,
factor line,
the way
like
they
you
tell
said.
y'all, hey, a bell ring, y'all form a line and march down to whatever next. All that is somebody controlling you. Somebody's controlling you. But the thing about it is, you don't sit back and look at it until you start seeing it play out, and you be like, damn, y'all know prison look just like the military, and the military looks just like
Especially
school.
when they get
to-
the youth, when they wear uniform.
That's
Why?
it was.
Oh,
I had liked it at first. I was like, I ain't gotta get fresh for school every day and fucking come up with different shit.
but
I'm like,
but see
whatever.
see that's the thing. What I told you about. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Whatever you give blacks, we gonna make it look, and we gonna somebody's want to make money
Mhm.
off of it, even if it was structured the way they wanted it to be structured. Be like, all right, cool, we're gonna make them wear uniforms. All of a sudden,
Yeah, we
hey,
swagging it out.
yeah, no, and then watch this. After all that, all right, y'all need khaki pants, da 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 da. Well, Dickie was like, yo, they wear uniforms. What if we put a cell phone pocket on it and make them a little baggy?
Mhm.
But they didn't make it baggier, because the thing about it is, the reason why they made it baggier because, hey, everybody couldn't afford uniforms. And when I say everybody, I speak about blacks. So I'm using what I'm wearing. I might be this size, but I'm wearing my cousin's uniform from the year before, and he's a lot bigger than me, but I'm baggy now. Like my pants are baggy.
Mm.
They literally marketed and took it and was like, yo, we can do this and we make money off of it. So next thing you know, you look up and majority of your black students are wearing Dickies with cell phone pockets. And
what's the difference between racism and just straight up good business?
Nothing.
you call it business, and that's what it's always been.
Nothing.
But the racism,
is business.
that's all it is.
You think racism is hanging your ass from a tree?
Nope.
No. Racism is taking money out of your pocket and putting it in my pocket.
Racism is a business.
Is a culture of building up your people
That's it.
and over somebody else.
No, it's
Capitalism, racism,
yeah.
it's all the same.
Control, power,
So,
something that we never really know. But you got to make it. You got to make sense of it.
How else do you get power?
power?
What components do you figure is it?
First of all, power comes from somebody who's actually
below you.
Yeah.
So what do they have to have for you to say, all right?
Influence and money.
Or
in today's world.
Okay, influence and money.
So
All right,
Influence and money.
let's take that away. Power. I go no. Yeah, I can because I could go to fucking jail.
You ain't got no power.
I could go to jail. I could get in the same system that they talk about, and you talk about power.
You have no money.
I have no
You
money,
have no power.
but I beat the fuck out of everybody who came around me. And all the people I beat up, they started respecting me.
That's
Now they
influence.
fall under me. I influence
That's
is another
influence.
way of basically power.
Guess what?
No money.
You beat up the dude's son who has $10
Money.
million.
Mhm.
And he didn't send down, he didn't wire $1 million to his old lady and say, yo,
Send them
Get him
goons
out.
at him.
And then when she come down and she try to get me out of, and she don't, and she fail.
all right, I'm sending two.
No,
Because
no,
he keeps sending
no,
them,
you're not.
sending
No,
them.
you're not. If you're a
We
business
ain't got
person,
to speak
if
on
you're-
the
if you're a business
hypothetical.
person,
Too bad for
if-
business.
if you-
It
if
don't
you-
matter what it costs, you gotta go.
if you're a business person, you'd be like, you know what?
We ain't got to speak on the hypothetical. We can put it like this:
What?
Black Panthers had influence,
Mm-hmm.
That's why they did
and they got destroyed.
by people with more money.
With more money and more influence.
Yeah, with more influence.
With more drugs.
But money was, I think, the root of all. I think
Yeah.
Well, shit. If I could create a
It
problem,
was money because they got the drug dealers in the neighborhoods that they was pushing out to push more drugs in there because they was making more money. So
I mean, you can even just base it down to what money look like on your average person. Yo, if you got money,
but I still look at if you got
they
money.
revere different. Motherfuckers would
Of
hate
course.
Steve Harvey if he was broke.
Motherfucker do hate
Mm.
Steve.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing, but I listen to people just,
Common folk love Steve Harvey.
yo, he's not saying
Nothing.
much to me.
No.
And if Steve was me, and I was saying that to you,
You just an ignorant motherfucker. You're this ignorant motherfucker out there. Fuck is he talking about?
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So let me put it this way.
Go ahead.
Let me put it this way. No, we're not no, we ain't bashing nobody. We ain't even go there. I will say influence creates your money.
Money got to be there for you.
I feel like influence creates your money. And the reason why I say that is because if I can influence buku people to actually either respect me, follow me, and do what I tell them to do, then I could go get that money from anywhere. Because the reason why is because I influence these people enough to actually build a loyalty, build a
Garvey.
trust, and everything else.
Shout out to the Garveyites.
Also, shout out to, hey, to tell you the truth, religion. And the reason why I say this again,
True.
you can't. Them people didn't go in there and just say, "Hey, we gonna fuck up everybody in here and just take over." Oh no, them people went in there and was like, "Oh, they built. We can't do that." But you know what we can do? We could question their spirituality. We could question. We can answer questions that they think about and wonder about. And once we give them an answer to it, they'll believe in us. Not power.
I got something that'll. If I'm society over here,
Mhm.
y'all. What's the difference? You say something about religion. We could give them something that say, "Hey, we are not going to take its speech necessarily." That's what you're saying. Right?
Mhm.
To a certain
Your
extent.
influence.
To a certain extent, influence wise.
So what's a cult?
We had this conversation
Because he said that influence part.
Mm-hmm.
So what is a cult?
All for influence.
No, it's a status.
No, it ain't.
It's something to show your status.
It's a
It's a symbol. It's a status show.
Based on
Majority.
If I pull up
Pop
in a
it
Honda,
up.
the popping, you gonna look at me a certain way. If I pull up with a Mercedes, jump out of Benz, big body.
social worship.
Some people feel that. Some
But-
people look at
But
you.
you got people who sit out here all day and say, "Hey, why I'm gonna listen to somebody in the same hood as me when I want to be a millionaire? So I need to go hang around millionaires to find out if
How to become a
how to
millionaire.
become a millionaire."
So that's a cult or tradition.
It's
You said a coat or a car?
Cult.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought he said a car. That's why I said a status, a symbol. No, you talking about a coat?
A cult.
Uh,
I'm trying to figure out.
So what's the difference between a coat
Cult
and
religion.
nothing?
Some influence.
No, nothing
You say
different
nothing?
between a coat and religion.
There's a
Nothing.
difference.
What is the difference?
You don't go to, yes, it's that. And well, I say this in our earlier podcast. The cult, all religion starts off as a cult. It starts off as a charismatic leader who has a following of people. But the thing about it is, the charismatic leader is what's the word I'm looking for? Not influential.
They're a creator.
He's dramatic.
He's a creator.
Old. He's damn, I can't think of the freaking word.
No, he's an influence. He is an influence because he influence. But I say he's a creator.
There's no
He's
difference.
radical.
He's more than
What is
radical.
radical.
He's more than
Radical
radical.
meaning
So religion is not radical.
all of it isn't.
Where?
It died down. Once we become a
They
religion,
But see,
died
you said it down.
It's-
It died down.
yes,
But
it died down.
at the same time, what is a
Ain't
religion?
nobody ever lost, didn't shed more blood on this planet behind
Damn.
the reason of religion.
Yes, they
So,
have. You're right,
would
you did.
have everybody
But-
been around here killing since the beginning of time over religion?
But what cults are killing each other, killing themselves?
9/11.
Because there's one guy is telling them to kill themselves,
And they go do
But
it.
does
and
he?
they go do it.
So you
But
can-
guess what?
but
What's the
you-
story? What's the
no,
story
you're
behind that?
speaking
What
on
what
the
is
But
the religions do it now?
But you're
that's
speaking on
radical,
the you're
Why?
speaking on the
That's on the
polarity.
radical side of it.
So
Ain't no-
sacrifice is radical?
Yes, it's 100%.
but at the
Why?
end of the
So
day-
who?
Because at one point in time, sacrifice was the biggest thing normal.
Go man.
Which is
Exactly.
it's still in the same
But
case.
at that point in time,
But you're speaking of the negative aspects of cult. Ain't all cults negative?
I think they view negative. I
They
think-
view negative because
I'm a
they go
Christian.
against the
Christianity was a
they
cult.
go
They
against,
go
the-
against a
the
religion.
condition. No, it goes back to the system. It goes against the standard quota.
So what's spiritual? What is spiritual? What
That's
is
a-
religion? And
That's
what
a
is
cult.
spiritual is a cult?
Spiritual is a cult. Is it or is it not?
I think spirit.
Yeah, who's the
Spiritual
leader?
is what.
Who's
So
the
we
leader?
talked about that before.
No, but
Well,
now I think about it.
don't
Now
have
it's
to
like,
have
yo,
a
what
leader.
is spiritual?
That's a cult.
I individualize spirit.
Spirituality.
Spirit may come out.
So if you
Spirit.
you walk up to me or walk up to anybody else and you tell them this is what spiritually, this is what I believe in.
Yeah.
And somebody be like, oh shit, I believe in the same thing.
All right.
So now we are together and we walk up to somebody else and tell them, are we a cult? Are we creating a cult? Are we
How do you get deemed a religion?
You gotta pay
How-
taxes.
how does he?
No, you gotta pay taxes.
I told you that.
Yeah,
shit.
Oh,
You don't have
that's
to
the part.
pay
That's
taxes.
money part we talking.
again?
All right, then.
And that's why I said again.
You
that-
gotta get an LLC.
yeah, basically. No, yeah,
Just
yeah,
about, yeah.
yeah.
It's not a. It's a form of a LLC. You gotta. You gotta get. How you don't? Go start. All right. Hey, this is not 90 proof podcast. This is 90 proof motherfucking church service of the new generation.
We are religion.
Watch how quick we get banned tomorrow because we ain't got the motherfucking paperwork to back that. But they'll shut you down completely based off that because you don't have the paperwork that you have to go to the government to get to form any kind of religious group.
A religion is always underneath the government.
You
That's the
can-
reason why they stopped.
And you can't say it just based on Christian. They got people that out here worshiping Satan. They have to go pay a certain amount of taxes and have a certain amount of.
They don't have
Yeah.
to pay taxes. They're tax
written all
free.
No. Well, I don't
No,
mean tax. They
No,
have to pay
no,
the-
no, 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 no. Again,
It's-
They
there
have to
it's
pay
tax
that-
free. It's tax free. That bracket is open only because you're part of what? It's a free. You're part of what?
Like you say, we was going at yes, a religion. They going off and say their religion. Now, anyone can say they starting their religion.
Mhm.
Anyone.
Could say they started a
They
religion.
starting a religion.
Mhm.
And it's a non-profit organization. That's what how religions are now be able to get money because it's non-profit. Meaning everything they're not doing anything for
Say, bro.
as a profit.
Say, bro, name me
I know,
I'm
that's
about
what
to I'm about to go in and
said.
be like, yo, name me anybody
I
around here
knew that.
who
You
is
can't do it.
living off the government completely free.
Nonprofit.
And you say nonprofit, so they have nothing to do with the government. The government ain't getting no money from them at all.
And it's about control. What's that?
So if you're living off the government for free, how you paying them?
How? Again, that's my question to you. How?
How are you paying the government? If I'm living off the government free, how do I have to pay?
Who do you know living off the government for free? They gonna get money out you regardless. However,
That's totally different, dude. You speaking of any? I'm talking. You talking about doggone? I gotta go buy stuff. I gotta go live and all that.
the
stuff
bias
like
thing,
that.
the most
I got what
biased
you're
thing
saying.
is right now is saying, hey, you know, me living on Section 8 or this, I'm living off the government for free. You do know the people who they pay money, right? But they also say, all right, cool. They charging. The reason why they're living off it free is because we pay taxes. Kind of
somebody
funny.
getting
Guess
robbed.
what they do at the end of the year too? Them people who living on Section 8
Foul tax.
file taxes, meaning they paying too.
No, not necessarily.
They're not paying as much as somebody who's making
Then
this, or what I'm saying is the system is set up. You gonna pay. There's nobody living on this earth
Yes.
right now. Matter of fact,
Because you're
even
buying stuff.
even homeless people got a fucking credit score, bro.
You're buying stuff. I know homeless people. If they started a credit, they got a credit score.
No, they ain't got to start a credit. They got a credit score when they was born.
From the,
All of us. We social security numbers and
You
all
got
that.
Social
You got
Security
it. So
from the social,
either way, they making money off you.
I'm not saying they're not because guess what?
So
The money
nonprofit,
that you paying,
nonprofit sounds
the money that,
nonprofit sounds good. It does. It sounds great. It sounds like what it's supposed to be, like nonprofit.
But
Hey, I
it's
started
not.
a religion off a nonprofit, but it's not.
You still file from a grant.
Hell,
from
they
the
still
government.
they pay taxes for the church.
you say they pay taxes from the church.
They pay. It's a religion. They built the church.
Mm-hmm.
They pay taxes on the church.
Taxes on that.
Guess where they get their money from?
From the
Everybody who
congregation.
come in there.
From the congregation.
Yeah, all right,
Pay
cool.
tithes.
So paying tithes.
Yeah.
All right. So the nonprofit wise is all right, cool. My influence for me talking when I'm talking to have these lights on in this building.
Yes.
I got to get these people in this building.
Yes.
All right, cool. What's
Okay.
what's the difference between a nightclub?
The nightclub had to pay taxes on the music too.
And the church don't. The church can actually play any music they want to,
Yes,
and they can sing every song they want, and it's nonprofit. Nobody get paid off of that. So if I create a song right now that's a church song, that's a big record, and a choir goes in there and sings it.
No, this is what you're saying. Now this is what you're saying.
All I'm saying is I'm looking.
talking about the organization is nonprofit. Now the people who's
Not
working
nonprofit.
in that organization
Bill,
Probably will get
I think Bill Clinton.
will get paid.
He did one. He did a move. He dropped the law.
No, he put where basically churches can get money from the government through the what is that called? Something initiative.
There will be there again. They will give you money for certain things.
But
It's the
it
government.
came with stipulations.
It's gonna come. It's a
Basically,
contract.
Yeah.
But that's still not a profit.
For
You know,
who?
listen to what I'm
That's
saying.
still not a profit for who though.
It's as an organization. If you
Mhm.
do a nonprofit organization, you cannot go out and basically
Because
what I mean,
my biggest argument is that a lot of people hear about starting churches and they call it nonprofit, and we listen to the
That's
nonprofit and be like, I could start a religion nonprofit. It's
That's
a
not related.
it's still original a religion. I'm telling you, no, it's not a religion until you're in the system of the government.
Okay.
All right. Now the problem with that is, hey, me being born here in America and everything else, guess what? I'm already a part of. All right, cool. You know where they separate everything else in business? They say, hey, go get an LLC. Meaning, hey, your company might not be going good. You go bankruptcy and everything else. But they got to sue and go bankruptcy on the company, not you as a person. They open that lane up, right? I don't think there's nobody who can sit here and say, hey, a church is separated from any of that. It's
They're being sued.
it's the same thing.
No, just saying how it falls under government regulation.
Because
That's what I
hey,
was thinking.
hey, guess what? A church can't be sued, but that preacher can.
Okay.
That preacher can. Why?
You can sue a
Because
church.
what he did,
Because he's an individual.
and how can, and as an individual, what did he do to create that church or that religion?
Who says that the preacher created him? He just became
Became the preacher of it, right?
Somebody see, we could all
Somebody own it.
no.
It's-
We can all start it. We can all start one right now, a church, right?
Okay,
And get somebody else to come preach.
we can.
So what's the difference?
Because if what we're preaching,
Let me-
watch this. If what we're preaching and them people actually go out and do that, they're gonna jump on us or they're gonna jump the preacher.
They will jump on the preacher, but guess what?
He's
Here's what I'm gonna get through. Muhammad.
And I'm not even gonna get in that topic because you already know how I feel about that. So, hey, as much knowledge that was given, at the same time, they stayed between that.
barrier.
And why did they stay between that barrier? Because that's how I feel. I'd be like, yo, they working with the feds anyway.
It falls within the
Money was
system.
coming in from that. They're allowing them to do this,
Exactly.
because guess who else making money? They are too. So yeah, my religion and what I believe in and everything else is making money, but it's labeled a religion and not a cult, not anything else. So now we go back to you and saying, hey, what is a cult? And I feel like now, to tell you the truth, I feel like a cult is something that's not, the government has no control over.
Exactly.
Well,
Not a
my job
not a
is
problem.
research.
Okay, what you saying?
We all believe.
Just
And,
it,
hey, and
hypothetically.
I ain't even going off the
Hi-
chicks
hi-
women part. I mean, women stuff, but this ain't got nothing to do with women. But I
Hypothetically.
just know generally we all believe never chase women, right?
Mhm.
So what if we start a religion? No chasing, no chasing, no chases, no chases, until chasing committee, who has a bunch of money, we know it, called it Valentine's Day, because we fucking up that money. All of a sudden,
Mhm.
we didn't start that chasing committee, no chasing.
But
All
you
of
know,
a sudden, Valentine's Day is
Pop
getting
up.
celebrated less because of us.
Mhm.
Right?
But you know,
And
but
they pull me to the side.
see, I got
Hey, yo, fam.
let me throw a curve real quick for you before you jump in it. Valentine's Day was basically a business. It was one of them promotions for business. Now we're fucking up their business.
So they pull me to the side. We making 500,000 a piece.
Okay.
Are we?
Through our followers, let's just say.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't
Let's just say. Oh yeah,
I didn't tell you.
Hitting good.
2-3 months, right?
Little
This
bit.
2-3 months, right? Yeah,
What?
I'm fucking with this, huh? All right,
That nigga got an aged black. You hear me? That nigga had that black.
this bitch aged.
Like wine.
What? But I'm listening to you. Uh-huh.
We feel like that Captain Green Jack.
Okay.
He's y'all leader. Y'all want to sit down and listen to him? Give him I'll give you $5 million to start some shit to this person.
Oh, that's been since the beginning of time. Yeah.
And guess what? They ain't stopping.
How about this?
Yeah,
How
no.
about
But
this?
see, before,
No.
before,
Wait,
but
wait.
okay.
How about this? Not to break up,
Just to start some shit.
just to die down a little bit.
No,
I get $5 million. Y'all don't know about
And it's just to dial down the radicalness of no chasing. Just die down.
Don't make it as radical as y'all been making it. Be like, hey, we ain't chasing no da da da.
Because that's
That's
cult.
that's getting
So that's the
that's
cult.
getting us money. That's
Well,
that.
So
down.
me telling
They
you to
make us
dial
a
it down.
religion.
Yes.
On
Yes.
y'all sign.
Yes. That's what it is going. That's what it becomes.
Now how much?
Y'all
How?
sign it up.
But see, that's where it goes
To
again.
die
You
down
know,
against
you know what's the
religion.
influence of that?
The number.
All right. What happened?
Freeze up or whatever.
Oh, it's freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I think that last one over there is on something right now. Might be able to cut that off real quick. But yeah, back to what you're saying. That to me, I feel like that's how it's across the board.
What you feel like this is? Me too. That's why.
Across the board. I know you can throw the curveball and
That's the
anything
reason why I
else.
say all cults started off as a religion. I'm gonna say, yeah, all religions started off as a cult, and they asked the people to dial down a little bit. Not be so
Mm,
damn radical. I'm trying
Nah.
to tell you.
I feel like, hey, if I'm building
Nah.
a system of the system that I'm building, I need money off of whatever the hell y'all doing in here. They start charging y'all for Cash App now. Don't make $600 or more. We gonna tax the shit out of you.
They
Why?
tax.
Why? Because my cousins. Why? No. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. What? My cousin sent me $600. All right, cool. I sent him $600 back. Now I'm getting. I gotta pay taxes because hey, you sent me $600.
Yep.
It really ain't.
Hey, everybody gonna be employed. Like, we might well look at it and be like, yo, set up employees. Because hey, it's my best friend. I know this motherfucker ain't gonna send me no money until look, this situation happened here. We got this going on. He gonna send me that, and I'm gonna send it back to him. But when that happened, hey,
After a while, they about to pull that paper off the market.
They have to be able to
can't track it.
They-
but I feel
you're gonna be strictly digital.
track what?
kryptonite.
Can't track it no more, but
It's not.
it's
No,
easier to track.
it's the inflation. It's the infeasible. It doesn't have nothing. It doesn't have nothing backing it, but it does go into tracking
Now, funny.
because
They
at the
have
end of the
what?
day, paper dollar. It doesn't really have nothing backing
They
it.
can't track it.
And the worse society get, the more fucking capitalists and all this bullshit going
You need
on.
to see where your money going to develop.
They still can track it.
Yeah. What?
No, they could.
track it.
they could-
They track
They
cash.
can.
Easier to track your digital.
Y'all do know they still do carriers of basically bills that get old and they're not updated. Them bills are old. They take them to a furnace and they
And
burn
burn
it.
'em.
The reason why they burn it is because it's not traceable anymore. All right, those numbers and everything else come out, but how many people you know?
It's not that.
What is? So why they burn money?
Okay,
There's a
think about
control
this, dude.
factor.
They have to.
The re-
No, they have to control the amount of money that's being pumped out, right? So if somebody still have old bills, they making new bills, right? They're constantly making new bills. They have old bills. Those old bills are still being able to be spent because it's still a proper tender. No matter what, it's still a proper tender. But the problem is once you print out so much money, constantly print out so much money,
That's
it brings
inflation.
the value down of the dollar.
That's called
It
inflation.
brings inflation. No, it
Which-
brings the value down
So
of the
the-
dollar. So of the world.
Why?
Say, brother, first.
Because
I never
think
understood
about
how
it.
to print it.
If you print out more than what you have,
In the
And I'm
system.
gonna throw you this curve.
So if you say I'm
if you
worth,
print out more than what you have.
I'ma
So yeah, say it. He's worth 500 million, right?
you ain't got I'm worth $10.
I was just gonna
It print, yeah.
He's worth $10, but yet he has the ability to print out
$15.
more money than what he actually has. That value of the money is actually down. That's why a lot of countries in Germany, you could go there with a fucking nickel and be able to buy a lot of stuff.
That's why I don't understand.
But if I had the
Because
first
you
dollar ever
print
made,
out more
if I
than
had the
you
first,
have.
if I had the,
They called it counterfeit.
No,
No,
counterfeit.
no,
no,
not
they ain't gonna call it
Actually
counterfeit.
printing itself.
No, the government will buy it back from you,
No.
bro. If I had the first dollar ever made, and I put that shit on the market right now, you know how much money I get for that $1?
Because it's rare.
And guess who's gonna buy it from
Because
me
it's rare.
to make sure they get rid of it?
The government.
Why?
Not even that.
They'll
Because it's
buy
rare.
it.
No, they want that.
No. The government, what they gonna buy from you as that fucking tender. It's what it is.
They gonna want it.
So if you get a $1, it's an old ass $1, and you go to a bank, guess what they're gonna give you?
So tell me
They're
why.
gonna exchange you that for that $1.
So tell me why.
That's what it's worth.
So tell me.
to them.
So tell me
But
what.
if you on the open market, you can sell it for more.
Before you sell it, though, they gonna digitally
No,
it.
yeah. If you're on the open market, what I'm saying is, what I'm telling you is, the government gonna want that. Now, yeah, anybody else who sees it and be like that, they'll buy it and it could go up on the market and everything else. But at the end of the day, the government wants that. Tell me the reason why gold goes up and down. Tell me why we 1 year gold is
Supply-
negative this,
Okay.
and then all of a
Supply and
sudden
demand.
supply and demand.
Not
Now,
even that.
Yeah, they're
Because
based off
everything is
supply.
on the market now.
yes,
Everything.
everything.
Meaning when I
Everything
say
been
it's
on the market.
now. You can put money. If I put money into gold, it's gonna go up no matter what, because I put money into it.
Promise.
I put money into it. It's everything is right now
It's
in this society.
Mhm.
It's under doggone stock market exchange,
Exchange.
and
yeah.
that's what it is.
Mhm.
If it wasn't, then it'd be a different story. But since everything is on the stock market exchange, that means You can put money into it. You can put money into it. I can put money into it. But if no one is putting money into it, it's gonna go down.
I watch a president.
So is
I-
gold worthless?
No,
Is that what you telling me?
no. I watch
It's on-
I watch a president take in all the
My
gold.
boy,
I watch a president take in all the gold, and he basically paid what he paid for it. And once he got all the gold, what he do? Raise the amount of it.
Yes.
He raised the price of it.
If I have it, if I cornered the market,
Mhm.
if he bought, like you're saying, he bought all the gold, he corners the market, and sell it. I set my price for it now
So you-
because I got all of it.
Mhm.
I got all of it.
I
So
took it in.
Set my price.
So
up.
whoever else discover more,
You have to get more. You have to discover more.
yeah.
But
And he knew they were going to discover more. But what he did was he took in all the fucking gold and raised the price of it. So whoever else found gold, then you got to pay them more than what he basically bought it from
but
as he took in.
But
But
this
what
is
I'm
the-
saying is the government did that.
but this is a difference of that. This is a difference of
gold
that.
rush, you know what I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what it was.
The government did that. Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is the-
Hey, this nugget. Oh man, that nugget worth $20. All right,
This is the difference of that.
but you made the price of it.
Anybody can make a price of it. You make a price of if you discover something
Mm-hmm.
and you feel there's a work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else might not feel there's a work for it yet, but you got all of it.
Did I discover it,
Just
or did I realize
You discovered
I
it.
know what?
You discovered.
He didn't discover it.
No, you discovered. That's how fucking America got made.
Yeah,
What I'm saying,
Iron. That whole iron shit.
yeah, same thing.
When I
He
discovered
bought
that
all. They
iron, I
bought
knew.
all of it. They bought all the rights to how to make it and everything.
because I knew
How to make it.
Yes.
it was a necessity.
So I bought the patent. I bought all this stuff. So that means nobody else can make this iron except me.
So did I discover it, or did I discover
No, no, no,
the
no.
value of it?
So that's the reason why they was talking about burning crypto, and we was talking about that. You could buy a Bitcoin, and this Bitcoin was worth this much at this point in time, but somebody owned it, and they was like, you know what? We get rid of it. That's one less. That means we got to raise the rest of the Bitcoins up because that one less. But I own 50 Bitcoins. Like I own. So I'm sitting at whatever number I am. I decide to say, hey, how many Bitcoins out there in the world? And then somebody give me a number, or whoever discovered it or whoever created, say, hey, we made 100 Bitcoins. All right. I'm like, all right, cool. So for me to get more money, I burn one Bitcoin because I know, hey, out of the 50 I got, if I burn one, that's one off the market completely. That means for the 49 I got, it's gonna go up now. I'm a raise. It has to raise it.
It's always. That's why doggone platinum is what it is because it's so rare.
Which
Why
makes sense.
diamonds is what it is because it's so rare.
So that answered my question. That's the reason why
It's so
why he
rare.
did. He had the most.
Diamonds are not rare.
He bought the
No, they
most.
are.
He
The
bought the most
control of
gold in the United
diamonds is
States.
rare.
The government did.
How is
Bought the
diamonds
most
rare?
gold. So
Tell me that.
they basically,
Because it's how long. it
as
takes
far
to
as
be
right
made.
now, you can see it, you can feel
How
it, you
long
know
it
it's
takes?
there. I
They
bought.
digging diamonds out of the gold like sand. I mean, out of
because
the
it
ground
takes
like
so long to
sand.
be made.
All right. Diamonds
so
are
long to
not
be made.
rare.
So you mean to tell me because of patience?
That's all
Diamond.
diamonds is pressure and time.
Wine, art, the time on it. Yeah.
Relationship.
So it same shit.
At the end of the day,
I agree with it.
top people control the market. Like you said,
But it's
everything,
it was a business twist to make
everything
more
is
money.
based off the market. So if I'm telling you, oh, we only got 10,000 diamonds, well, and it's 1 million people out here, only 10,000 people able to get them. The people that them 10,000 that's able to spend that money for them diamonds,
Does it
Gonna
depend
get
on
it.
Who has the 10,000?
Yes,
Yeah.
always does.
Depends on
Who has the
I
biggest
can
resource
control
of it?
how much I want to sell it for.
exactly. So like you said, it's all
Hey, man,
based off the
To,
stock.
to be real with you, I that kind of
But I
tells
got
you about the Civil War. It also tells you about
Sneakers.
the same shit.
sneakers, yeah, everything.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, y'all niggas done told me something I ain't think twice of it.
For a reason.
It's StockX.
It's all stock market
Good
exchange.
thing, and I trust him. I ain't doing that. But it applies. Who's the biggest resellers of everybody?
Suckers.
No.
Well, shoes.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest as one entity.
Resellers. Yeah.
As one entity resellers.
People,
Nike.
I can't say people because it's not one.
Nike.
entity.
Nike has so many outlets. All right, so Nike could be in every fucking store across America. That's cool.
across the world.
Across the world, Nike, just
I'm gonna give it
Nike.
The most is $30.
Okay, so they sell it to each different entity
Meaning
for
people
120.
who own their own business,
And
they sell them to them too.
One takes it and sells it for $2.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then they get mad at you for charging.
All this money.
Now, what you say that? Now, what you saying that is exactly right. Now, they put out a certain amount, right?
Yep.
And once that a certain amount go out, they resell. They re the market
Has a
is
a demand for it.
They have the right, not the right, but yes, the demand to be able to
Mark
raise
it
that.
up.
Because the market, they saying that, hey, they already sold out that fucking fast. We're gonna wait 2 more months, 3 more months, and put it back out.
Or
Now the demand is up there, so they get to raise it because the market is in a demand for it.
or they give certain companies the shoe way before it come out.
Yeah. You get
Way before it come out,
priority.
you get a certain amount. And then and
you
all
get
of a sudden,
tax for 'em.
all of a sudden, hey, all of a sudden, Nike say we're releasing it on this day, and that person who bought the shoe at a higher price, they gonna say a week before, hey, we doing a not a raffle, but basically we selling the shoe this day. We're gonna do a release day before the release day.
But we tax them because it's a special event.
Oh no, they're gonna make their money off of it anyway.
I think when it comes to Nike, they still put on a timeline of when they can release it.
Bullshit.
They don't.
Bullshit.
Deal come out.
Bullshit. They don't. The reason why that's why
No. What I mean when I put a timeline is, hey, we got these shoes coming out.
Mhm.
Can be sold until such date.
I don't think so. The reason why I say that is because, hey, if let's just say they do that, they create the shoe. The shoe been sitting in their warehouse for 5 months now. Or years. Either way, a company come along and say, hey, I know y'all selling the shoe at 120, but look, we're willing to give you 250.
I guarantee.
No, we're willing to give you 250 for the shoe. Now, I do agree with you. I agree with you when you say, hey, they give a certain time, but it's not going to be on their release date. They're going to be like, well, we just want to release it this day before your release day. And Nike would be like, hell yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference. That's what you just say right now.
Yeah, I know. No, you still put the rule. You put the rule in it. Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, cool.
That's what I'm talking
All right, cool. Yeah,
permission.
because I know for a fact it was a time where I got shoes. Hey, they released these shoes on this day, but I got them shoes a month before they even came out on release.
But they gave permission for that company to do so.
I'm pretty sure they did give a permission to it. That's StockX. I think that's no. True enough.
No.
But that's not only just StockX.
This is the thing.
Hell, LT.
Wait. Question.
I'm just saying, homie sitting on it. We got a line walking around there talking about, yo, they got the. I'm like, yo, how the release day ain't doing? And guess what he did? He went and paid the max. He went. He went and paid the max that Nike is allowing. He paid the max for it, but he know what he can do because he know what we gonna want to show these motherfuckers all before the release day.
How about this?
And you gonna buy them for that.
I think the reason why I brought that up is I said I wasn't going that ain't right. How do you crack that? How do we as I'm not even just saying, but just customers in general. I'm not just talking about shoes, I'm talking all kinds of shit. We feel like
Stop putting value in material shit. We put value in material shit, and as long as we
Kanye
give that energy,
Kanye.
they gon'
Everybody will. Everybody gonna put
Kanye.
is what you value.
Kanye.
And they know they can do
Kanye West. Kanye.
exactly. He's
Kanye
a prime
cracked
example.
it. He cracked it. He did it. And I say that to a cent. Yo, at one point, we're not paying all this money for no Adidas. But he also did it. He also doubled down and be like, all right, cool. But one person that gets no respect for it, but made millions that I look at is the same person who said, hey, how you going to charge all these people all this money for the shoes? And we got people who watch y'all every night and everything else. And he took it from Reebok
And started his
and
own
put it in Walmart.
Shaquille.
Shaq. I think Shaq cracked it a long time ago. They just didn't take their blueprint because they didn't want to. They wanted to make so much money, but at the same time, Shaq literally took control of that and found somebody who will build his shoes.
That's why the system will never. We won't see.
Yeah, we won't.
Jordan actually did that same thing.
He did. I never knew.
What he did on court.
Okay, all right.
I can Jordan
All right.
show
You right.
Somebody out there that ain't never seen me play. He said so. He played every game. What y'all saying earlier about load management?
Yeah.
That shit ain't exist. So Jordan was out here.
Okay.
So because Mike, somebody ain't seen me play.
But I think we have certain people who do it now. Because I look at Kyrie, I look at no.
Definitely believes in load management.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, all right, cool. No, you're never gonna stop. You're never gonna stop a hustle. It's all the greed. No, not the heart of the hustle. The greed, being greedy, or all right, cool. And I can understand when people say, "Hey, look, I might be the talented. I'm the best basketball player ever." Now he could throw that in society. Rappers do it all day long. They don't care. They know they can't rap, but they'll say they're the best rapper ever. That's their confidence building and everything else. You know why? Because me saying that, I could create publicity across the internet at the time being. But at the same time, I could wear a pair of Travis Scott's as all this is going on. And all of a sudden, I boost this. I boost that. Or on the slick side, I could create.
I look at the world.
I could create. No, but I'm speaking in business wise. This is only business wise. In general, in business,
Yeah.
what I'm looking at now is how it look. Because I could also create my own shoe, go somewhere, have my grandma or my auntie back there who made 3 pair of shoes. Another one. And the reason why, hey, look, they did get him out of it because, hey, that man came out and said, hey, my shoes are worth this. And you're going to see all my kids playing these shoes. And he did. And his highest sold shoe was sold at a high cost. Somebody paid their price. Before he even touched the court. No, before Lonzo, before he touched the court. He started and said, hey, I got 3 boys. They're going to be in the NBA. And he stuck with it. He made all this, he did all that. And people was talking bad about him and everything else. And now you sit back and you be like, yo. Because he
Why you think Lonzo looked like shit for 2 years?
Because it wasn't normal. It was not. But
it was against the culture.
Yeah,
and
guess what? No, I ain't gonna say he balled like shit for 2 years. My thing about it was I believe they used that and knew that it was gonna happen. They knew it was gonna happen, but when it hit,
they knew Lonzo was gonna be shit.
Nah, they knew Lonzo. All right, cool. When they broke out, no, that's true. But when they broke out, they could tell me everything bad about Lonzo. I heard everything that was bad about Lonzo from every. But true enough. But listen to this. But listen to me. All bad talking about Lonzo. Everything you could think of, he can't do this. He shoots weird with this. He does that. Everything was bad. But even at the time of him being spoken of, just for him being spoken of, put that across the platform for who?
I actually think the other way. I think he
didn't go under the radar.
No.
So
for all his badness, all the shit they judge him. Oh, okay.
So was his value?
Listen, I'm about to say first. Hold on. Before they looked at his pops, before they even looked at his deficits, his defaults.
I don't know what
they looked at. He got all 3 of his boys in the fucking league.
But you don't know what he did. But see, that's the thing. Again, he let his boys show their talent before.
That's why I think Lonzo's 2 first season is hard. Because you know that can be controlled in a way.
It is control. If I talk so much shit and I just
on the enemy's side.
Okay.
The team side.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play that many minutes. I'll see you play better with Drew Holiday. So guess what I'm not gonna do? Lay you with Drew Holiday.
Man.
So your numbers will be better. Hey, you bad at deep. You're not a great point guard yet. But you're a great facilitator.
Great defender.
So Drew Holiday is a great point guard.
Yeah.
Put Drew in there with him. He ain't gonna look as bad because he can just facilitate, but not actually play point guard.
I mean, that plays a
Wait.
that builds a character.
That is stupid because
it plays a character.
Create a narrative.
That's crazy.
But again, creating narrative is the way. And guess who did it before the NBA could even jump on it? His dad created a narrative.
He controlled it.
He played it in a
even
positive.
positive.
He played it in a positive way, but he already knew it was gonna be taken in a negative way, and they're gonna make it bigger in a negative way. But see, when
the negativity away from
money,
That's why I was saying, influence and money.
It wasn't.
Power, you gotta have
So it comes down to the root of all money.
You gotta have the money.
but I don't think it was off the money. I think it was off the influence of his thought process of
even the
saying that talking about his kid.
They don't like that.
Exactly.
And NBA got more money than
But
the Hawks.
and true enough, they did. But the NBA also knew. All right, cool. How we making money off him?
By making them look bad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So they made him look horrible.
Because we can't go against Nike. Yo, this dude come out balling.
Yeah.
And this dude just got his own
Shoe.
line,
Mhm.
and he balls.
Mhm.
You know what happened with the shoe?
Mhm.
I got him on, and the nigga played ball.
Yeah.
If he balled out, every kid got him on. Here comes Steph. Hey, y'all just come buy my Under Armour. Not bad,
Which one?
but I don't even know the Under Steph Curry sell out.
The
Bro.
first-
Them shits is
They sell out right now.
They
How-
been
The
selling out
first
about
ones
3
was
years.
horrible.
Hey,
The first one.
And
Hey.
I'm balling,
I
bro.
didn't
I'm
even know.
30-something years old.
I didn't even know.
Hey,
he was
Oh,
buying
no.
it.
let me put a twist into it.
So why?
NCAA came out.
Hold
No.
on.
Oh,
So
okay.
why more people don't own Kobe's
Shit. Which
when
one?
he was living before he died?
The
You
Adidas.
you gonna speak about 1 or 2 shoes? I'm talking about
No, I'm talking about the most horrible shoe I feel like he ever put out. But in the same case, I wouldn't have got him.
why more people don't own Kobe.
It's because of Kobe shoe.
How much money?
But I'll say because I got into buying when I got at first. Because once he died, I couldn't get a pair when I had
Exactly.
I could just walk in the store and get them jokes.
Now they selling off the shelf.
How about this?
And
What's the
you get
difference?
them, you got about 900.
Is
What-
the
what was
It's
your
just
point
based
behind that?
off attention.
What was the point off of that you were making off of it? Like, what was your
It's
point off?
based off attention.
No, it's based off of basically how about art? Most
No,
art.
no,
No.
Not even
Listen,
art.
listen,
Cause like he
listen,
said,
no,
them Steph
listen
Curry
to
were
what I'm
ugly as a
saying.
motherfucker.
Listen to what I'm
I got you.
saying.
I got what you going.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Once an
Art.
artist
Once
die,
an artist die,
it's over with.
their art goes up because they not making
Name
it.
them all.
It's never gonna be.
And now they double down on that.
And that's how that's what
His
happened.
contract is done with Nike.
Yeah.
So they ain't even gonna remake the shit.
So now you have
I-
one.
I-
It's a piece of art
It went
now.
up double.
It's a piece of art now.
I feel like Nike is gonna do that number, but they sitting on it,
Don't put on some collections of Kobe or
and they probably gonna give it off to
They can't. Well,
that. The reason why I'm saying,
legally they don't suppose.
but
I can't see
legally,
why not because of his wife on.
I was about to say somebody
They
own
sell it
this,
to
right?
stock exchange.
You saying
She sold it?
You said
No, that's what Nike would do if that was the case.
Okay.
Said there was like 900,
Now-
9 million other pairs.
Now listen to what you're about to say. If they sell it, no matter what, that's still a profit for the family. Even if they sell it to the StockX.
But
Because
now I'm selling it on a higher. It's a profit for the family based.
But
on
it's a
the
bigger
retail
profit
price.
for
AK
Nike.
AK
what?
A-
No, no, no,
AK
not for
AK
retail.
AKA
Oh, regular retail.
Yeah,
SBs.
SBs. It's 1,000.
SBs.
I'll take them whole 800. That's
And you- but you still get the
Vanessa,
normal.
Take this $100 ish.
100.
Mm.
S-
I'm getting 700.
Okay.
SBs.
What?
Dunks.
They did.
The creator.
Something, no, off white. You mean some version?
No,
Who created the dunks?
I have no idea.
Skateboard. That was some skateboard shit. I don't know the whole.
The whole
that's some
platform.
Skateboard shoe. That's why I call it SB.
Now, why did they take it out of the stores for as long as they did?
Why they just put it in stores?
No, I can tell you why they brought it back in stores. They cut
stores like that. It's
It-
always in skate shops.
SBs.
Just start getting the Foot Locker and all this shit.
N-
Dunks and shit.
No, no.
Not at a higher rate like it is now. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying never.
Rappers made
Never
SBs
walk
popular,
in.
man.
But yeah,
It was
you're
the
right.
culture.
It's supposed to be
You say rappers?
skateboard and shit,
The influence.
I go back and tell you Jordan made them big again,
because the dunk was a basketball shoe.
and Dunk got taken off the market as a basketball shoe because what?
I don't know why.
Well, no, what it looked like. What took over that? Jordan did the Jordan ones. Now they still skate, and that's why skateboard
Most
started. I'm
skateboarding-
saying skateboarded,
You know
I-
what, you're right.
and that's why I'm saying
It
this.
did start as a basketball
Ball shoe,
and that's why that Jordan
It-
wasn't banned.
Uh-huh.
and then it was gone, and skateboard picked it back up, ran with it, and then with that being
They
said,
probably was selling it for
they-
$30 too.
yeah, they dunks.
Don't for the longest.
They've been at the same price for the longest.
They was selling probably for
They been at- they was-
$50. And
Motherfuckers say,
Jordan's always there, yeah.
Exactly.
Monetization.
yeah, that's all they did.
And once
But
they
now,
found out
but
you
now
were buying them,
you saying
No. Once
by the
somebody
bowler,
found out, hey,
I
I
can
can
make-
get the Jordans.
yeah.
I
want
can't get the
these damn
Jordans,
dunks.
but
They
the
look
dunks are sitting out here,
Yeah.
and that's why all your creators,
Now, that's why all that you know,
Yeah,
on
uh-huh.
my street.
yep,
If you just would have followed that, what I told that dude,
you out the stove.
these y'all
That's
don't
the
know.
same
If
thing,
you ain't
man.
rock with them right now, trust me.
Because they can't find it.
Because-
There you go.
because-
Populate
Because when
Niggas start wearing.
bro, SB started putting titles behind their shoe, which I know a lot of shoes have titles behind it, but they started throwing like, hey, the Three Little Bears. They started putting real titles off of stuff that was going on that we was grew off of. And guess where these shoes were stored? Like I didn't have to order these off online or nothing. I could actually sit in line and when they got or bit the store and bought them. What?
So the other day, when we was in here, that one that so mysteriously was deleted because the damn shit was messing. We kept looking like robots. Boy, ain't
See
hit
a little bit right now.
Yeah, we-
I don't even see it. I guarantee it was worse.
I heard about it.
That shit was great. That's why I'm mad it went. Well, if you could do something, you do.
No,
he
I
brought
would,
up a situation, but
I
tell
you to take the audio and just run it on your page like you used to
I'm
do.
talking about that straight audio stuff too. I think that's a move.
It is
But,
it's a podcast.
But I don't know, bro. I mean, yeah, I thought we like to be seen. If we do just audio, we can be outside the parking lot.
In the parking lot,
Yeah,
like
but
how we
see,
used to.
that sound
How we
gonna be a
started.
little bit different. That sound will be a little bit different.
Yeah, that's true.
Twice.
That's true. But when you were talking on, when you say you almost convinced homeboy to just leave, based
Mhm.
off the strength of you going to
Coca-Cola.
another entity every day to drive for them.
Oh,
You could
gotcha.
be doing that shit your goddamn self.
No, that's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That ain't no different between like we were talking about with the rap label.
That's why I brought it up.
Motherfuckers out here rapping on a label, they giving you a loan.
You're right. Oh yeah.
And then you got to pay that loan back.
But what I got.
But if you start your independent label,
what if I ain't got that?
You still gotta wait for somebody.
I guess that's why I'm.
you got to wait for the revenue to be able to bill off. A long-term investment. Well,
He was on 3 majors before he did it.
it all how much you believe in your how much you believe in your product.
So why he ain't started independent?
He couldn't because he was learning the system. He was learning the system. He got fucked in one.
You gotta get in the
He
system.
went to another one. Realized I ain't cool.
No,
You don't have to get in the system.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
no.
Do you feel
With
like
the-
I would know
with-
more being in the system than you being not in the system?
With the music industry,
Of course,
If
of
you
course.
don't
Well,
if you don't know anybody within the music, you're trying to get something started, right? You get it started. Nothing gonna happen. They still control everything, even for independent rappers. They still control everything.
Radio
Well,
play,
well, my-
all that
Control
promotion.
my biggest thing is when it comes to rappers, I listen more to their rants, their complaints, and everything else nowadays, especially the ones who are signed. If I'm listening to any artist and he's
Mhm.
signed to a label or whatever, I listen more to them complaining about not getting their money because eventually it's gonna come out why they didn't get their money or how they didn't get their money. So I don't have to be in the industry to listen to it, and you're right, but I don't have to be in the industry to know this because I done heard too many rappers complain about this. So when a contract gets put on the table, then I can read it. I mean, I can tell you right now, but our landlord and his situation with his artists, he ain't taking nothing unless it's what he wants.
Wait. So now I got another question.
All right,
So who y'all
go ahead.
hypothetically, because I'm not trying to get checked.
Okay.
So is his baby fault or Juve fault or Wayne fault when it comes to whose fault?
I don't know the
From-
answer.
from-
business wise,
Business wise,
it's Juve fault. On morals wise, it's baby fault.
Business ain't got shit to do with more.
Exactly.
and look, and I go even bigger than that
And that's
because
niggas'
I
biggest problem.
no, I also look back and I be like, out of all that complaining and everything else, they was going that baby neck. Slim said in the cut. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, We can sit up here and say, hey, I can ask y'all this all day. Who own Cash Money?
Ronald, Universal. Okay. You wanna go
Yeah,
back?
I about to
Wait,
say.
say Universal.
Who owns Cash Money?
Whoever bought Universal, Universal's not a company no more.
Well,
Ran by Universal.
That's who owns it.
It's a joint venture.
My baby is a manager.
Nah, that's the reason why. That's why yeah, we know there's something different because you can understand why the name changed. We got Rich Gang, right? Am I wrong? I'm asking. We got Rich Gang, which came out of nowhere, but that sound
Oh, you talk about the personnel.
when Rich Gang was created, I promise you, all ownership of Rich Gang. Yeah, it might say Cash Money, but that's baby. That's baby. That-
So Lil Wayne sold all them people rights. All the
he gave when Universal stepped in, the same thing. Universal. Universal.
No.
that wasn't
No,
Universal.
no.
I think Wayne was management for them.
Like
Whatever he was,
But he did
sold
sign
a
them
piece of
to.
he signed them.
Money. No,
He
Cash
signed
Money,
them
Young Money, which we could just say Young Money. The reason why they put Cash Money in front of
bought the right
Yep.
for them.
Young Money,
He wouldn't let them go. That's why I know.
Prince,
people behind them behind people catalog. That's the
Catalog,
word.
yeah.
the catalog. Yeah, that's
Really
not.
show-
Yeah, I got you. I know.
100, less than that.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I ain't gonna lie. Wayne sold all his masters.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. 100 million, I think, for all that. You think that's proper value for what Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj did to Universal?
No, he didn't sell. He sold all his masters.
No, he sold pieces.
Yeah,
all of his.
All of his.
Drake shit.
Yeah.
All the Nicki shit when she was under whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. And then
100 million. You think that's equal value? No.
Fuck no.
no, well, I'm not gonna say it's equal value, but I'm pretty sure that somebody sat down at the table with him and say, "Hey, what's the number y'all want to go for?" Now we can sit here and say that, but yeah, because I can tell you right now, if he held on to his masters until another 20 years from now, that's if he's alive or however you want to work. We're looking at billions. Yeah, the longest. Hey, bro, think about wine. Think about wine. The most expensive wine ever. It aged. It's set. Matter of fact, we even does music age? Hell yeah.
That's the thing. This is the thing. What I'm about to say. When I was thinking of that nature, it's almost like insurance. They betting you would live longer for this process, for this term, and you're betting them that you're gonna die.
It is true enough.
You betting them you're gonna die before that term ends. Before you pay this term out.
Mhm.
So with them is they might be thinking, hey, the 100 million, they might not make $1 billion while I'm still alive. They might not make 100 million while I'm still alive.
Facts.
But when you
Go
got
ahead.
a million motherfuckers on that one,
I know what
you
mean,
bringing
but
in a lot of money.
So
you're not worrying about that one individual dying before his time.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, it's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, life insurance, man. You know what it is.
That's the biggest gamble of all time.
No, it's the best pimp game of all time.
I want to go on
Everything.
insurance.
Shit.
Bro, you get.
You think that buying a house ain't a
Hey.
pimp game?
What do you have to buy for insurance? Actually, physically.
Dude,
Life.
nothing.
So I'm fucking about to sit
You're
there and
betting.
I said life for a reason.
something bad happens.
Yes,
No,
to you.
nope.
And I'm betting that nothing bad happens to you.
But I'm betting I die.
Guess what we doing?
But
I'm betting I'm dying.
Not before it's paid off.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I brought
Not
another
before it's paid
category. I said life insurance. All right, so
that's number one. That's the first
life
thing.
insurance is number one.
That's the first thing that started.
But no,
can
you
do
don't
with
give a
life
fuck,
insurance,
but you have a
can
daughter.
borrow on it.
I'm dead.
Not all of them.
So you want your daughter to pay for your funeral?
I'm dead.
You want your daughter to take care of all your bills? You want your daughter to take?
I'm dead.
You keep saying that I'm dead.
Because I'm dead.
I understand that,
All my friends are dead.
but you're
But they
fucking-
put that culture in your
Uh-uh.
mind where you're leaving your people behind
true
by
enough.
not taking care of it.
No. That's not what it is. That's not what it
I
is.
mean, leaving them
No,
with your debt.
No.
So
They didn't put that
both
mind in
people-
it. You're dead.
You
The
dead.
shit you owe.
Exactly.
Yeah, you dead. You ain't got no worry.
Somebody
about
gonna
it.
pay for
They
it.
ain't gonna get you. They gonna get whoever. Whoever left. You're not. And I can't have it. That's cool. Yeah.
So life insurance
And that goes
is
back.
just based off morals.
Yep.
You got more.
No, it's based off of it though.
But the whole thing about it is, if my whole thing is,
So
they
hold on.
pay off how much your policy is worth. In case no, not in case something happens. They're betting that you outlive
Your
your
policy.
time of your policy that you're paying on.
And you would say most people don't outlive it.
Hell no.
But that's you winning. But unfortunately, that's you winning. You're dying
when
before
you
pay out your policy.
You winning.
Yes, you won the bet because they have to pay out.
That's big.
You have $100,000. Just think about it. You have $100,000 policy. You're paying $150 a month on that $100,000 policy, or $100 a month, and it might take you so many years or whatever to get
60
up to
years.
just to get up to $100,000 that you're paying. Yes, and then on top of that, if you die early, the $100,000 policy, you might die early. Guess what's gonna happen? Him on the same got a policy, you got a policy, y'all gonna pay for that shit.
Of course.
Yeah,
y'all gonna pay for it because they still alive. Everybody else still alive.
That's why I say, I don't care what goes on.
I know you don't. I don't know them.
In a big business,
but this
shit is great.
You put your money in banks.
That's why
I
No.
I don't trust digital.
Hey.
I want to own an insurance company.
Hey,
100%.
hey, real shit. But you
Everybody else paying for your fucking shit. You don't pay for nothing.
so damn, that is amazing. That is fucking.
So you
But
don't.
you have to have the money.
But you know what you do? You know what you do? This is what I went back to again. No, yeah, you have to have influence. But the system.
If everybody died, you gotta pay out.
That's the way the system
The
set up.
fucking world gotta come to the end. And guess what?
No, world might not come to the end. But everybody on your insurance company might die at the same time.
I'm about to get banned for
You
this.
keep your money in banks.
I'm about to get banned for this. Hold on. Watch this. I'm about to get banned for this. I'm gonna get banned for this. Y'all remember that system we was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we still in it, right? I ain't not thinking the Matrix, right? We just sat up here and talked about insurance. You brought up a point of, hey, I'm dead. What I'm worried about, whatever debt I walked on this earth, I'm dead. So I don't care. God damn it. So guess what? We made it what? We made it a moral to take care of our what we call responsibilities after we dead. Exactly. And I get that. But did we make it a moral? Or did they make us think that, hey, that's what's important? That's that. Hey, your family is more important than everything else. Now, no, it's not culture. No, but watch this. So if your family, yeah, but look. But see, you know how you beat the system? You know how you beat the system? Hey, no, you don't. Oh, okay. But my thing about what is, you know how you beat that system? All right. We sit over here and we go buy $50,000 cars. Mm-hmm. We pay a loan. We don't know if we're gonna die before we pay that car off. Mm-hmm. Now you got a family that sticks together, and they're a whole. They pay together, right? They will pay that car off. If you want to go get this, then you got again. If I treat it, you remember how we said we treat relationships as business. Family, you should. Family is a business.
It is.
I'm
sorry. I don't know too many people who grew up back then, but I know for a fact, my grandmother and my grandfather made sure all her kids.
The whole reason.
Okay.
The whole reason people ever buried kids was to continue the legacy.
Yeah.
Which was the have kids. You didn't have a kid because you wanted to have a kid. We have kids now for that point, but back then they made I'm having
work.
A kid. I need somebody to come help me work in this field. Yeah,
it was business.
It was a business. Having kids was a business.
before saying marriage was a business.
No, yeah, but it's
Before that.
but no. What you say marriage? You said marriage, and that
Like,
yeah.
The reason why people were getting married is because you had a goat.
No.
I had a fucking feel for the goat to fucking
Not even that,
no,
because
no,
they
no,
did
I'm
it.
saying, that's how it was.
They did it by the parents. Your parents married you off. So hey,
Why? Because
we need goats.
You had goats, and he got chickens.
And yes.
So
All right,
take my
guess what?
daughter.
In the market,
Yes,
in the
that's how it
market,
was.
and that's where it came
That's
from.
where marriage started.
Business.
No, what you asked. Okay. Yeah, but see, that's just marriage. I'm looking at a family. Period.
Same way, but
To start that 12,
You ain't got to marry.
we looking at you. Y'all gonna fall in love.
If I get a baby mama, and me and my baby mama are not together, but that child is between us, at the end of the day, yeah, that's my baby mama. That's my child. At the end of the day, that's family. Do you think that I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool, baby mama, go do whatever you're gonna do, and all that is still a business. I'm gonna take her skills, what I was dealing with her. Yes, that's a system. That's a system. That yeah, that could be a part of your business. You could play it out that way. But I say again, if I sat around with her for 7-8 years, hell, I even helped her go through school. We have a child together. Do you not think that, hey, since we're not together no more and you're going to live your life and everything else, I'm not going to use your skills or try to use your skills or what you do and what you don't know?
After I done invested in your school,
I'm going to use your skills. I'm sorry. If we're going to look at everything as a business, which to me, this whole thing is a business because that's how the system has been set up for it to look like a business. Once you start putting feelings and other things above the structure of the family in the first place, it becomes a big business or it becomes a problem. Yeah, cool. So in a
it
sense,
become lost. A bunch of lost.
yeah, because you could use your
you out here playing in the NFL, you making 100 million a year, but you marrying Susie from Europe and turn around and talk about why black folks ain't built. Because you taking money out you make it exactly, and when you die, Susie taking that money back to her people.
I ain't gonna say he just used that. I think every platform Travis Scott has ever been on, he was using to build himself. Yeah, he has to. But then I look back. But then I look back again, and I look at, hey, Kanye. I even look at Jim Jones on the strength. They're saying, hey, the people I'm around, all right, cool. We only blocking everything else, but Dame Dash over there, he's traveling the world. He's in art museums talking to people that I ain't never heard of. They got last names I can't even pronounce. Guess what he do? Brother, let's be in the room together. Hey, look, I need you to help me out on. What you got?
So now, Dame Dash, glad brought that name. Because he think like I think most people should think.
Exactly.
He don't take no bullshit, and he's not gonna let anybody allow to them.
Think like
he can't.
Nope.
He can't. But he know he to rap like Sean. But the thing about it is, Sean learned the business, and he learned it. Several people, but I put that several people. Meaning I could take advice from anybody, but who's standing side by side, walking me in these rooms to talk to these people? All right, cool. I know you was.
I'm thinking.
No.
I really no.
Because
I'm gonna say Dame that
Sean doing what he's doing, he probably wouldn't be able to get and set in those rooms with those people.
No, I think if it wasn't for Dame, he wouldn't have met. He wouldn't. If it wasn't for Dame, if it wasn't for Dame, he wouldn't have met somebody else who gets in other rooms.
Like who came first, the chicken or the egg?
Dame came first. Dame came first.
The chicken or the fucking egg, because no matter what, if Sean wasn't doing what he was doing, he might not have been setting those rooms.
Everybody use everybody.
They go back to it again. People use each other.
Dame and Dad had the vision.
We speak about everybody uses.
How
everybody
people use.
Dame and Dave had a vision. Sean had a talent. Now Sean went from Sean. Yeah, I know, but Sean again. I said Dame and Dash.
I need this for a reason. You do this better than me.
Exactly. So let's get into it.
You do this better than me.
Yeah.
I got another field where I could benefit off that.
And you're gonna benefit off me.
A lot of people. I don't like social media.
No, not even social media. I don't like people.
In general.
I don't like socializing.
But guess what?
with
But guess what?
people. I don't like
But guess what?
socializing with people.
What you want to do? What you want to do at the same time?
I'm gonna take that up front though. That's the difference.
But you use it.
Choosing people and they know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna take it and maneuver it to what you want to do.
So,
But it all started off the fact that hey, you know what you want to do and how you want to do it. But at the same time, guess what you need? People.
Transparency.
You need people.
But if I don't get a transparency in the business dealing, it look like I'm being your what?
And some course,
Yeah.
but was Joe wrong?
No.
All right.
I said
All right. So,
it looks
but
it
why was he wrong?
If
You could think of any, you could be an open-minded person right now. Why was Joe wrong?
I can tell you why.
You say he wasn't wrong, but why was he
I can
wrong?
tell you why he was wrong at one point. When someone else said like, you bring up some opportunities,
Mhm.
I shut that opportunity down and go do the same opportunity because I had to do it.
Hmm.
He was wrong of that nature. Meaning, I guess we say Joe, whatever.
Hey, Rory, my friend now, so you gonna watch?
No, you can watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can send it to him.
They watch it forever. So
No, we ain't
right.
trashing them. But they.
Hey, we love both of them for one thing. So,
Yeah.
So
I'm the
thing
biggest.
that came down to it was Rory came up with met up with some people, came to Joe to say, hey, this guy want to work with us doing blah blah blah. You say, why you out there talking with people? Joe went back to the same person, made the same deal.
Okay, so that's shady.
That is wrong.
Morally, not business wise.
No. We are talking about wrong. Morally or business wise, it's still wrong. If the deal is being made, the deal is being made no matter what.
But that's going back to the moral. Hey,
So
you know I'm known for stealing ideas.
Yeah.
If it's wrong,
You gonna tell me your brand new ideas? You feel like?
But then you still have somebody sit on a podcast and say, "Hey,
no matter if it's business or moral, it's still wrong. No matter what.
is it costing you money or a friend?"
They,
Evidently, the podcast was costing him money anyway,
he was still
so it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
That's why I say
It's still.
I gotta win.
He was still trying to pay them. He was still he was still trying to throw money afterwards. Just no.
Before
He was still trying to throw money after the deal was made. After the new deal that was brought up, say, hey,
money that really was
this is say, hey, we got a little extra money.
Give you this.
No, he had to give him that, but he didn't get.
But in the thing it did
Again,
in the thing it did.
you gonna get paid.
On the numbers.
You gonna get paid on salary, or you gonna get paid off the numbers that this podcast make. Whatever this podcast make, I got a percentage, not a salary, a percentage. Now, if you're not paying me my percentage, you know what?
Of course.
So how you gonna pay me off a percentage?
If you paying me off percentage, now if you paying me salary, long as I show up, I get paid.
So it's
Percentages,
No matter what the fuck I mean.
no matter how
money
big
comes
this
in.
podcast get,
you're giving me my
I'ma get
salary. So
I'ma
your
get
salary,
my money.
Yeah.
your salary could be 80,000 a year. That's your
Exactly.
salary. No matter how many shows we shape.
My house paid off.
Mhm.
I'll tell a girl she gotta pay half my mortgage. I don't have it. Is it my fault?
It's shady. It might be morally wrong, but at the end of the day, business,
This bitch might leave.
you living for free, yo.
Fucking taking her half.
Exactly.
In the fucking savings account for when she do.
And
You ain't gonna just leave me naked.
I got you.
Now I got you stay 60 months, 5 years.
Did y'all
You pay me $300 a month.
Did you sign a contract?
60 months.
Did you just did you say that?
No.
You didn't?
But
All right.
You wanna live in this house.
So, see, that's the thing. You're saying
You ask to see the mortgage? That's what I'm going with.
no, but you're asking it basically. No, you're asking.
Those niggas don't pay their house off.
All right, cool. No, I get what you're saying.
That $300 is-
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is there's no contract. No, there's no contract if somebody go along with it. There's no contract. You're not wrong. With them, it was a contract. No, a percentage.
of all money coming in.
What you mean you ain't gonna tell me a percentage?
Of all money coming in.
Kill it. Oh, okay.
Of all money coming in. You have to. With more money
How you gonna
coming
give me?
in,
How you gonna give me a
how you
percentage?
Percentage of all money coming in. But you're not telling me what money coming in. Yeah, he did ask.
If I sign for a
You get
percentage,
that?
I want to see the taxes.
My
need. I
how
wanna
you
see-
write
I
a
wanna see
con-
what
think
we
about
made.
this.
Spreadsheet,
If
you
you're
know,
gonna
Yeah,
pay
that's
me
what I
off a
mean, the
percentage,
growth.
of this podcast, meaning however much money this podcast make, I'm paying a percentage.
not even money
Right.
that the podcast is making, the money that the podcast
So you're telling me,
is.
oh, I can sit up here and make up a percentage?
Where was that deal?
Pay
Hey,
what?
Exactly. You all know podcasts ain't free.
What we're saying is, Joey, if you're saying, hey,
Is that
I didn't have
documented somewhere? How much I paid and how much you
Well,
paid?
that's
No.
you talking like that's an investment.
business. That's no.
No.
No, what you're talking about is overhead. That is totally different.
No, it's not, dog.
You have to pay. No,
No, I want a percentage of this podcast. So whatever percentage you gave me,
Agree on. It's
agree
an
agree in a contract wise. Hey, I in a contract say, hey, you gonna give me no, not no, fuck a buddy. No, not fuck a buddy, because I'm pretty sure the percentage that was agreed on. All right, cool. So style is normally all right, cool. My percentage is 50%. $100, you owe me $50 off this podcast. Now this podcast go from $100 to $1,000. All right, that means you owe me $500. That's 50%. Now we go
$2,500.
But the contract wasn't that though.
$2,500.
The contract probably was. I don't even know what they fucking contract.
I believe
I'm not gonna-
no. Anybody the industry does that.
They give.
I give you a chain.
It's a
All right,
sales.
cool. In our same sense, I say, all right, cool. Look, I want to sign you for $80,000, right? I want to sign you for $80,000, but I give you a $30,000 chain. How much money you have left in that contract that we actually signing you for? You got 50,000. Now, look. Watch this. No, it's easy. It's too easy because in the same case, I might have signed a contract. I might have wrote up this contract and say, hey, I want to sign you for. No, you take it as a gift. I want to sign. You. Yeah, if you take it, but it's not a gift. I'm going. No, but you're still sitting on 30. Watch this, but you're still sitting on $30,000. If I sign you for $80,000 and I give you a $30,000 fucking chain, all right, cool. Yes, but listen to me. Yeah, we all cool. We all just listen. I sign you for $80,000. I give you a $30,000 chain, right? That's a part of your contract on that $80,000. That means that leaves you with $50,000. Now, the original mind say, hey, all right, cool. For that $50,000, you got to pay that shit back. Now that $30,000, you still sitting on $30,000. It's just in a change form. So when niggas say, hey, I'm gonna take this and bust it down, or I'm gonna take this and flip it with this, they're flipping that $30,000. They're not flipping that fucking $50,000 because you owe that back with interest. So $80,000 in the same case is they don't know that, hey, the interest off that $50,000 could be set at a percentage, which was the interest. That 30.
Cost money.
No. I agree with all of that. I agree with all that. But why are you making me pay for this $39 chain though?
Say what now?
And that's
why
where
are you making me pay for this $30,000?
because your contract was signed.
No.
This
Because
contract.
it comes down to the coaching and attention. If you walking out here plain face,
No,
look,
you are my advertisement now. If I gave you a
Exactly.
$30,000 chain, you gonna walk around this motherfucker and stun it with my record label. I just bought an
they
advertisement.
over there getting money.
That's why I
That
paid
nigga
you
got
$30,000. You
$30,000
don't owe me
chain
that back for
around
that.
there.
But the contract says $80,000 plus interest. So what happens is
I don't make up to that damn $30,000.
that
I'm
80,000.
No. I'm stopping at 30.
Okay,
No, you're not.
I don't make up that to that amount of money that you gave me the $30 chain.
Not when you
If
hot.
I don't make it doesn't even matter. It
It
doesn't
do.
matter if you're hot or not. I'm saying if I don't,
Boy, I better
make
not
it
ever
to
get
that
signed for it.
Yeah, it do.
I better not ever get
I
signed for
got
it.
to pay that back.
And no motherfucker
People
give me
try
that
to play the
$30,000.
long game. They think they're gonna be hot forever.
No, it's simple
So,
thing.
Just speaking on rap, because you can use it in different scenarios. You can
Dog, contracts.
exactly.
How's a contract basically legal? How can we put this across the board and be like, all right, this contract between you and you is real?
Once it becomes writing and is it arbitrary, or is it there's a
Stamp.
Witness.
or mailing,
What's that called? Notary.
Notary.
notarized stamp.
That mean they have one party, two parties,
Mhm.
Legally binding.
and both parties sign.
Y'all remember the contract where, all right, cool, you sign this, I put it in the mail and I send it to you? I got a copy of it. Guess why?
You can still do that.
It's underneath the government.
Yeah.
It's touched by federal hands.
You can't open it
You can't open it.
until you have to open it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you only open it if
Because
you're
at
going
the
through a
end of the
lawsuit
day-
or something else. What I'm saying is,
able to go to
majority-
proceed in court.
Man notary.
yeah, it is the broke man notary.
Man notary.
But what I'm saying to y'all is, majority of the contracts in business have loopholes, just like the law. All right, cool. Now, all right, cool. Brother, the dumbest person could write a contract, but actually make that contract for him. Not everybody else, not for the person he signed or anything else. He'll make it
But
for
it
him.
come down
So
to
it comes down to agreed. But I also could
agreement
I-
between
I-
two individuals.
could also-
two parties.
out negative, because then the other side of business is, all right, cool. It is agreement two parties, but no, it's not even shady. I'm known. No, fuck that. No. Yes.
So everybody using.
So I can say it's okay. But now this is the no, it comes down to the business. I'm not about to lose money on you. So I have to find out a way and say, hey, if I invest in you, my upcoming, if I invest in you, maybe it'd be like, all right, cool, I invest in you. At the end of the day, if you don't make this money, I don't want to take a full loss. So I make sure, no, you don't even connive because it's in the contract. But when you, but what you're, that's all it is. But it's at the same time, it's to make sure that, hey, if I do take a loss, I'm not taking this major ass loss on you. I'm taking a loss, but you're not taking half my fucking money and all the resources that I've been putting and inviting to you. Yes, it is about the verbiage. But that's the trick point. But is it bad? And I go back to him and say, is it bad? Is it bad that a person writes this up to make sure, hey, cool, I want to invest in this person, I believe in this person, and everything else, but I don't want to take a fucking loss that's gonna cost me millions.
But this is the bad thing when it comes, like what I say, it's all about verbiage.
Stock market.
The
Stock market.
Of that shit.
Stock market.
Not even that.
Yes.
I could go that route, but
It's a bet. It's a gamble.
All of the shit is a bet. I told you that.
Yeah. So what's the best thing in a bet? What's the best thing in a gamble? Come out even. Yes.
To win.
Yes. No. So win is the main point, but to come out even, no, that means I can. Okay, it's safest then. If you can put it in a safer way, verbiage. Verbiage. You just said it. Verbiage.
No matter what. That's the reason why a lot of people be losing these deals, because no one know how to fucking read these shits.
Well, that's the whole reason why I've been asking every question.
No one
Niggas
know how to
winning.
read these
The hell
shits.
we crack.
These niggas winning. Know why? Because it's
The
always
small-
a
No, wait,
underground market.
Wait. Someone put
So
this-
niggas signing contracts for record labels and producing and all that, but they doing shows and making their money off shows, but ain't getting that many streams or some shit like that.
No. What makes their money is their performance, concerts, they shows is what
That
make their
would
money.
make money in their pockets.
This is the fucked up part about that.
But you got a loan from a company.
That you got to pay back.
You can make it back.
All right.
You can make it back. If you get good shows or whatever, you make.
It's not even shows, bro.
No.
It's all
You do
produced.
$100,000 shows or whatever, all that shit.
But you got to build up to $100,000 show.
I know.
You know how it looked. You know how it looked when a motherfucker paid you $500 to perform.
I know what it is. I know what it is. The thing about it is, you working, you be able to pay it back. Nowadays, they do those 360 deals.
I still don't know the 360.
The 360 deal means everything of your likeness.
Anything with your name on.
Likeness. How the fucking dog.
Oh, wait a
how college
minute,
shit
bro.
is. How college shit is.
So
That is a fucking doggone 360
so now I
deal.
know why it's not your fault.
What-
It
No.
goes back to that.
He didn't want to do a 360 deal with
No, I'm
the
not saying
Spotify.
that. What I'm saying is, all right, promotion wise, I'm promoting on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
How much money they cost the record?
Nothing.
For you to do it, zero.
But
So why the fuck
But-
but-
they pay
but
all
no,
that?
but
As a 360
as a 360 deal, They might have it in the contract, and yes.
So why? So is that the regular?
So no, in my in that contract. No. Again,
But just speaking in general,
it's no salary.
But
It's just percentage, bro. Whatever this podcast make, my contract states that hey, I get 20% of this. No, it's not feelings.
that ain't a
It ain't feeling. You don't have percentage unless you have a full.
that was a problem.
That was a problem.
That was a problem.
That no, that was red flag.
That was
No, it was a red flag,
Don't sign.
but it was already signed.
Now, when the Spotify deal came, that shit had been there in Joe Budden podcast, right?
What I'm saying to you, you know what? I might have to go do a little bit more study into it. I'm not gonna say you're right or wrong right now. I'm have to say
because before then it was Weird Things podcast.
No. When they changed the narrative, it was Spotify. No, when they when they gave a title to it, and it's not, hey, I named this podcast later. When it bit the Joe Budden.
That's my
No,
name.
it's not a problem.
No.
I gotta understand.
No.
He gonna get paid more than us because he don't want that.
But no, that was the thing. They accepted that it's Joey. But they ain't signed a contract of a salary, bro. They still on a contract.
If you keep in it, I'm saying
But
you're
that's
gonna
two
get
different
60.
narratives.
I'm
That's two
saying
different
You talking about
narratives.
the 360 wise?
No. It's your name. All right.
That's
We
cool.
agree.
Your
We
life
don't.
is contributing.
Hey,
No.
we agree.
You want to name this shit
We agree.
whatever you want to name it?
60%.
We're like, all right, cool.
you get 60,
You're sitting up here talking to these people.
but I'm getting 40. We splitting the rest of the 40.
Before you walk into any business
You
and
get
anything
the big
else,
money. We agree to that. We're not gonna go 50-50.
we're not. We want our percentage.
We want you to, because this is your name. Because this is your baby. This is your baby.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's all in that.
No, but you make it.
This is your baby.
You're making it that narrative. I don't think Roy and them had that narrative. What they were saying was, hey, no, they couldn't. It was built off a percentage. And when they asked, what is the percentage of, and that's cool because I'm only signed on my contract for 3%.
So who rap? Raw, or Joe?
We're not talking about rapping anymore.
I'm about to tell you because
No,
because
his rapping shit wasn't pop.
that
His rapping shit was because of
social media.
his talking.
So this podcast got
But
blown up on social
it
media.
ain't-
I know that wasn't me.
but it didn't blow up just for him though.
No, what I'm saying, it did.
It didn't blow up.
We contributed to it, right? But if he got the most followers and friends out of all, and this shit blew up off followers
Now,
and friends,
and if we
who do you
agree,
think deserved the most money?
because I
they
signed.
have no problem
I don't
with
think
that.
they have a problem with Joe making the most money. They had a problem is that Joe is not paying them their percentage off how big this shit got.
What's to determine how?
My contract.
No, but
Yes.
my name did this.
No.
Your likeness.
It don't matter what your name.
Afterwards.
It-
No, it happened afterwards.
You start that shit by not letting it be named the Joe Budden podcast.
And that is fine.
If it's still, if they have
Joe
the
Budden
same
contract and my
percentage,
contract say, hey, 30%. Whatever this podcast make, I get paid 30%. So guess what?
Well, that podcast made. Now, how much did
No,
you
whatever the
can't
podcast
determine
is named.
So you can't determine what
No.
If-
So-
Whatever the fuck
And
it
that's
is.
where the contract went, bro. I'm telling you, when they named it Joe Budden Podcast, they signed a contract off the percentage. Okay, so
Now you give me the choice to determine. That's why I showed you. Like, remember when I was like, yo, here's the numbers, right?
but the agreement of the
And you
contract,
didn't do
dude,
whole reason for a contract eliminate all that other
it. It don't.
it do.
Why
It don't
not?
matter what you put in. It don't matter what you do.
It does.
If this
I don't know
podcast,
about
if this podcast make $1,000 this month to fucking 100 million, you owe me my 20% of that 100 million, no matter what you did.
No matter what you
No
do.
matter what you
No matter
do.
what you do.
No matter what you do.
But that's the thing.
That's why Joey.
So why? What?
Man.
So no.
Nah, fuck that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now. No. I go into this right now. The guys he got on there right now, they offer salary.
They on salary.
No, you know what it is?
They on salary.
The guys he got he know they don't need that shit.
They don't.
But they're on salary. It don't matter how. Look.
Them niggas look at that shit as extra.
Okay, cool. They don't care.
That's
That's
that shit as, yo, this out.
because that's
They don't give a fuck.
fine. That is fine. That is fine to have a feeling behind it. You're gonna pay me the percentage in the contract that I signed. So whatever this podcast makes,
The percentage of how much the podcast is worth.
regardless.
Why does LeBron get paid more money than the rest of the league?
Because he's
the
the
fucking doggone team.
What his contract
made
say?
the contract. The team made the
Based on
contract.
what?
The
His-
team.
yeah,
based off the NBA. How about that?
No.
How about that?
It's based off his.
So
Yeah,
LeBron
it's
had the
about-
time over with the Lakers
Now,
now.
contribution to that team is based on
No.
So hold on. So what's the argument? What's the argument? What's the argument?
No, it does not.
Hold on. What's the
It does not. No. It does not. No, it does not. I could be the fucking best player on the fucking team and get paid the fucking worst. And no, my contribution to the team is more than what this other player is
so what
making.
you do when training camp comes the next year, you sit the fuck out.
You
until
don't.
You get paid.
But
your
guess
fucking
what?
value.
or you say, hey, in my contract they say
Fuck out.
But the name of the team
They
is
set the fuck out.
I'm the owner.
They
I don't
set
feel
the
like
fuck
your
out.
value is 25%.
then you as the owner shouldn't have made the fucking contract.
Of course,
You should have changed the contract. You should have changed the contract. So why you made the contract? So why did you make the
But You
contract?
named it Joe.
It's your you have the power. But you made the contract.
If you say you're gonna give me that money for using me, you gotta pay me that money.
No, ain't no morals. No, you don't.
I sit out.
If I
They sit out.
they did.
Nigga, you don't get.
They sit out.
He said, hey, what he did? What he told him? He went back to the contract and said, hey, this is me working and everything else. And y'all set out for this. Y'all don't supposed to sit out for that. Y'all left me hanging when I'm this. Because it's in a contract. So why did Joe feel like that? Why Joe feel like that?
That's why he felt like.
Okay.
Yeah, he got his feelings involved.
Because he has the majority.
I know.
No, we know.
He has the majority of the ownership. The percentage. He has a majority, but he still has to pay them percentage.
I guess no, he didn't.
What?
Yeah, because
I
if
feel like y'all
Nigga, you
No,
say that
bro.
again.
No.
nigga.
so, if you feel that way, then you're not signing no contract. I pay y'all what the fuck I want to.
I'm not even doing business with you.
They sign a contract off a percentage. You made the contract. You agreed to the contract. You gave me the contract.
So let me explain it then. Let me explain it. So we gonna say
because I'm part owner. I'm percentage of part owner.
you're a part owner of
Look,
it.
just say, how about this?
Wait.
Wait.
So
Time
we're
out.
gonna share.
Time out. Wait.
You gotta cause the difference.
No. Before we go there. How many? They got some teams. They have majority owner and part
That's
owner.
why
Right?
Antonio Brown.
No.
Pads off.
I'm not talking about my T game part owner of nothing.
No.
I
He
ain't
had a
talking.
percentage
No.
for it. You got them
He didn't
five
have percentage of a.
He had a salary and a
Salary.
bonus. He don't own that bonus.
Salary. That's part of his. That's yeah.
Salary.
Oh boy, bro, you not understanding how business working.
No, he's stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot.
The conversation. Bro, if we open up a corporation right now of this podcast, a corporation. Who owns it? We all own it. We all
Okay,
own
then.
it.
No.
No. Listen to what I'm about to tell you.
That's why
We
it comes
all
down to the
own it.
percentage.
We all own it.
We don't all own it.
No, we all own it.
Oh, you're saying we all own it.
We all own it.
Okay.
Yes, you
Yes.
own Nike.
Have you?
own a percentage of Nike.
Yes, you are a shareholder.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
get on.
Yes.
Because if you go to a boardroom, now this is the only problem.
Listen, I'm tell you right now, bro. You want it. No,
Now,
buddy,
now
buddy,
you
buddy,
no,
buddy,
it's a
buddy.
vote, buddy. No, your voice
Yes.
does matter. It goes into account. It goes into account of a vote.
It
It goes into account of vote.
According to a corporation, dude, don't let me get into this fucking corporation.
Because in the corporation wise, it don't matter.
Don't let me do it. They operate.
It's a vote. So if they vote against you and say, all right, cool, you own 1%. Now, everybody who's in this corporation who owns 1% make up 100% of this damn corporation. So if fucking 98 people vote and 2 of y'all own 1%, and these 98 other people say, hey, hell no, we ain't going with that. Your voice is shut down.
Majority rule. Majority rule. Majority rule.
I'm on that side of this all.
Mhm.
It's Nike.
Mhm.
It is established
Mhm.
entity
Yes.
amongst strangers.
Nigga, Bruce Wayne lost Wayne. Wayne. Oh, my, let me stop.
He ain't never heard that.
Nigga,
Keep going.
Motherfucker said,
I own Metaverse.
who y'all ever heard?
I got some Metaverse.
Listen to the podcast. I've heard all of
I
them.
got I got some blockchain.
No.
Uh-oh.
That's in the podcast.
I got
No. We gonna go.
I'm a multiple business owners out there, ladies. You know.
The podcast does exist. All you listen to it if it says Roaring Mall before Joe Budden.
We don't know.
But we
No.
no. Before it was Joe Budden's podcast, it was named. We'll name it later. And guess what? Everybody watched it. Now, can we have this? Can we have this argument? I can have this argument with you right now. Majority. No.
Man.
When you look at it, all right, cool.
I on
give all
Facebook.
credit-
I ain't wanted to become Metaverse, but fuck.
It
Hey.
became it. But
Did you put your vote in?
Yeah, I put my vote in.
Hey, you had your voice there.
I said name it the Matrix, but you know.
Did
And
you-
I voted for
watch
Kanye.
this. Watch this. I voted for Kanye too. Either way,
Alright.
did Tom go in business with any of his other friends to create Facebook?
Yeah.
Time.
I mean, that was MySpace. My bad.
MySpace.
MySpace.
Tom
Tom.
didn't own MySpace either.
Exactly.
He was just the face of it.
Nah.
So I could get your argument and I can take it and everything else. But when it comes to a contract and my deal, guess what matters more than anything else? Feelings, friendship, anything. Contract. Percentage wise, if you're gonna pay me off the percentage of what this
All that
podcast,
is being brought in.
with this podcast,
The number though.
how?
You have
Yes,
to
you
show.
do.
How?
It's
How?
in the- It's in the contract.
Yeah,
You have to
Hey,
show.
hey,
them
hey,
the
you made that argument. You made that argument right now. Guess what Joe had to do?
show them boys the numbers.
And guess what he did?
Show
Yeah,
them
he did.
boys
He
the
sent them an
numbers.
email about what?
No, he did.
He showed them a spreadsheet.
He made a spreadsheet of what?
Not even that. Afterwards.
At the end of
That
the
he
day,
thought.
Afterwards.
That he thought. Not with the podcast. No,
well,
what
at the
he
end of the
thought.
day, that's why we got. That's why we got these courts. Because if I feel like we did a contract,
Yeah, you're a bunch. You're around a person.
it don't matter. If you start a business in America and you got it under some kind of contract, partnerships or
we can see
whatever,
it right here. Hey,
I can take you to court. It don't matter. Would you put me on
You remember-
contract
you-
for? With the
you remember when you said that safe spot?
Of course.
You remember that safe spot? You
can't
remember
tell
that
me
safe
if
spot?
you paying me a percentage.
You remember? No. No. But,
Yes, you have to show proof of what
Yeah.
has been made. Now, beyond
I
that,
know who's friends though.
no, we signed a
Business
contract.
before friend, nigga. Get the fuck out.
contract before friends, my nigga.
Yeah.
I know. You're running with it. You're making it what it is.
But how about
It does happen.
Of course.
It does happen.
I'ma tell you
That
something.
is okay.
Nigga, dumb out here.
Yeah.
You better ask. What
Yeah.
that nigga off the 5 heartbeat?
Now, with that being stated, that's why I looked at them on a different level,
I
especially with
learned that-
Maul saying, "Hey, nigga, I done slept on your couch. You know, you this." When he's like, "Look,
I learned
fuck
that
this-
from the 5 heartbeats, man.
exactly."
What Big Red told that nigga when he held him over the balcony.
Do we believe it?
Y'all take it serious? Nigga, if y'all get fucked in that
Is it
contract,
in writing?
on yo.
How we
Of
gonna get fucked in the
course.
contract? That
We in the parking lot today?
we in a parking lot. We
No,
in a
he's
parking lot in
talking
that
about a
contract.
mutual
That means you know
agreement.
what you did right there in that parking lot. You wrote up a fucking contract and you had us sign it that night in that parking lot. That's not what happened, bro.
You're talking about a mutual agreement between niggas.
I'm gonna tell you this.
If I know when he get drunk, he signs.
And
That's just
And-
like
No.
I just like this podcast right here. You can say,
No, we gonna even do this one.
hey,
Hey, in a mutual agreement, you go home with a chick. She let you smash. She wake up the next morning and say you raped her. Mutual agreement means what?
nothing.
Not a goddamn thing to you. But for the law, that's a whole different story. Now, you ain't have to say none of that. It don't matter. It don't
the
matter.
whole reason.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Not in the court of law.
It don't.
Not in the court of law. Not in the court of law. So when it comes to a contract, guess what that comes to?
That's
if
why
I get that shit
comes
stamped,
down to stamps and witnesses. You agree with this shit? I agree with this shit. You a witness to this bullshit?
Wait.
Well, the court's gonna make sure I get my money.
This how no. This how much I know it's fucked up. He filed for bankruptcy right afterwards.
All right then.
He filed for bankruptcy right afterwards. Joe.
He's smart.
yeah, because it was a business. It was his business.
But no,
It's his business, but your business went under what?
He has to write off that money that
He has to write out the money. You got to write out the money. He had to give up the. He had to give up the money. No, he gave it up. He had to give it up. They got paid. That's what I'm telling you.
Depends on what type of fucking bankruptcy it was. He still the P no matter what.
Yeah, they do.
But once you find the bankruptcy,
So if you lied,
you gotta have
hey,
shit that does.
no. When it becomes in the bankruptcy.
all right. So DJ, all I'm saying to you is on the strength of that. Hey, what if I did sit up there and say, hey, all right, cool. The podcast is worth 100 million, but the podcast is really worth 200 million. You got to pay me 20% of 100 million, right? That's what you're telling me. Not two, not the 2 million, not the 200 million. You got to pay me a percentage. No, I had in my contract. You pay me the percentage of what the podcast makes. What's up?
If we was to sit around here, let's say the Google man just got
Mhm.
Google man said he feel like we could cap out at 100 million.
Okay.
And his name is DJ.
Okay.
So I find out we made 500 million. We grossed 500 million.
Okay.
But he telling we could
He
cap
told
out.
us we could top out
Okay.
100 million.
Am I listening
I know
that we made 500 million?
we grossed
500 million.
500 million for Google alone.
What was signed?
My contract of a
You
A
percentage.
percentage of what this
No.
No, what?
What was
Not
signed?
what Google makes all
What
our podcast.
was
That little bit of language
Oh
can
my
determine if I pay y'all.
now
this stuff.
that contract?
Percentage of
What you were speaking of?
Did we get the money?
And that's
got a
why.
percentage of 100
No. Did we get the money? Did the
No.
did the podcast
of 100
get the money?
That's why you make sure you get lawyers to read your contract, cause niggas out here shady.
No.
Oh,
No. The podcast at the end of the day, if he signed a deal with Google and he didn't tell us about it, but the podcast under not shady, under what name?
Name don't matter. But
All right, cool. No, it don't. Under name, what name?
it does not matter.
No, why?
Wait.
Once you put your
Wait, I like that.
name on
No.
the-
It does.
Once you
It does
put your
matter.
name on the
It does
corporate,
matter. This is
no,
what
it
this
don't.
it does. Listen.
How?
Listen.
When it comes to the money,
Listen. It does matter. The thing about it is, hey, when I signed,
that's a whole
No.
different entity. You
When-
speaking basketball.
when you no. Wait. I know what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. If the podcast was named, if the podcast was named, this is the name. We would name this podcast another day. No. Listen, no. He can't. He comparing contracts. If the podcast was named, no, it's not. Listen to me. If the podcast was named, we'll name this podcast later. That's the name of the podcast. I signed a contract that said, hey, underneath the name of this podcast will be named later. I signed a contract that say, hey, whatever the podcast makes under this name, because it's gonna be a name because it's an LLC. That's what it's called. So I signed under this. Now, if I change, yeah, what name? Or was it Joe Button podcast? Now, to let you know that no. What I'm saying to you is when the Spotify deal came up, they changed the name to Joe Button
It don't
podcast.
matter the name.
No, it does because
Because
they
it still
signed.
it
they
still
signed-
falls under the same tax number.
No, they
I don't
signed.
care if you change that bitch to Nickelodeon to Disney Plus. It
And
still
here I
falls
go.
under
I'm
the same.
about to tell you why.
Wow.
I'm about to tell you why. If I took you to court off the strength of that, you're
They're not
wrong.
looking at the name. They're looking
Yes,
at the
they
tax
are.
number, 'cause they bring up your
Because they
tax.
signed the name under Spotify with all the money as Joe Button podcast.
That shit don't matter.
That's it. Yeah, that's what they did, bro.
No.
That's what they did. But at the
What
name,
you're explaining don't.
do you understand?
He's trying to
Do you
speak
understand?
about-
Into renegotiation.
No, they
We're
signed new
not going for
contracts.
Renegotiation.
They signed new contracts.
Now, listen. What you were speaking of,
That shit
if
don't
if
matter.
if the shit is under,
It
a
started out
fucking-
McDonald's, but now it's Popeye, nigga. I'm still in the main fucking check.
Negative,
How?
because you got to renegotiate your contract under the name that was out there.
Nah, this is the thing. This is the
No,
thing.
you don't.
Here's what
You know how many
I'm
times me and my
I,
brother changed
on
it?
some slick shit.
You know
on
how
the
many
slick shit.
nigga,
I
we
went from Popeyes.
Teletext.
I went from McDonald's to
went from
Popeyes. I
Teletext
went from selling
to
hamburgers and doing this
It
to
don't
selling
matter.
chicken.
It don't
Now, with
matter.
that being said, what
It
I
don't
do,
matter.
I open up a whole
You
nother
change your
LLC to change the name because you're not just gonna
You're
change.
not changing the whole.
He had to, and he opened up a whole nother LLC for Joe Button podcast.
Well, that's different. Now you bringing in a whole nother entity. He basically started a whole nother business off the capital of something else.
And that's fine.
That's different.
You know how you
well,
change
now
that?
We gotta renegotiate.
Yeah, that's what he got to come to.
All
You got to
right.
write a new contract.
But if he just changed the name don't mean shit unless you go do the paperwork to make it a whole nother entity.
I'm pretty sure we'll name this podcast later. We name this podcast later. If we go look in the books and the government books and federal wise for LLC, the name of that podcast wouldn't even
No.
it don't exist.
Mitch, you can go change your fucking name tomorrow. Know what you still gonna have attached to your black ass?
My social security number.
All right, then that's the same. way
But
corporation
if I
works.
own a business with an LLC,
That's the same
guess
way
what?
a
I create
corporation works.
exactly.
So, motherfucker, Mitch, you worth $1 billion. You go change your name to Tyrone. Tyrone is now worth $1 billion.
But if I create a fucking LLC, meaning I create a whole nother form of credit, I create a whole nother form of business
Nah,
and
that's
everything else,
different.
then no, it's not different.
How that's not
It's
different?
still owned by me under
Yeah.
Eric Mitchell.
But
Either
that's a
name or
whole
whatever,
different
it's still
platform.
mine. But the name
That's a whole
and
different
title
platform.
of that is the platform.
That's a whole different platform.
He did it. It's Jamie Foxx as what? Comedian. But his Bishop. But him as a comedian or an entertainer, Jamie Foxx.
So we can all say, yo, if we got some shit right now, niggas send us an email. Eric Bishop wants to be on your podcast. We'll all sit here and say,
But you,
Nope.
hold on,
Eric
listen.
My question is, with the check's name coming in?
Jamie Foxx.
No, it's not. It's coming in. Eric Bishop.
It is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Because I see what he did. Yeah.
No, he's right.
It's coming in.
What if the two names could just jump off paper and have an argument? Jamie could say, you are only getting checked because we.
But it doesn't matter if we have a contract.
Is a podcast a business or not, Bo?
It is a business.
All right, cool. Everything's a business. Their podcast is actually set up as a business because paperwork has been signed. No, you can take factors,
These were more effective.
but you didn't say nothing in this contract.
The only way you can do that, you have to read
In the contract, if I know Mitchell more, if I know you're more popular than all us, and you come in and you say, "Hey, motherfucker, I got all the followers. We starting a podcast. I got all the followers. I got motherfuckers that willing to tune in. This, that, and the other. Hey, I think I deserve 60. Y'all motherfuckers gonna split up to 40.
That's that number part I'm talking about.
But that's always in the contract.
That's just talking, Bo. That's just name it.
But the
That's just the name of it. Your number is your number. Your-
That's the whole thing.
It does matter. It matters where.
Attraction.
So money wise, where does it matter?
You ain't getting money if you ain't got traction.
All right, so you ain't get money if you ain't getting traction.
Fucking moves more than yours.
So what?
And that's why we established that. That's why we
uh,
established that in the contract. So no matter how much money
No.
we make off your
No,
name,
Roy and them
I'm
did
still
a
getting my
percentage,
same
bro.
percentage.
They signed a contract on a percentage.
If it's under contract, hell yeah.
Hey, shit. That no, to a certain extent. Until now, because I wanted to bring that shit up. When EA say, hey, we gonna make NCAA EA off their name, but they wasn't. They wasn't. Likeness of your ability to do on the fucking field.
Because the school,
Dog,
school
they
is
went from
not a business.
NCAA
School
on
is
EA
a
Sports.
government.
They
No.
banned
Now, when
them
you
and
get
said, hey,
into
y'all
the
can't use the
NBA,
names.
you
All right,
can
cool. We
tell
gonna
them,
use
hey,
the numbers.
my name
They did the numbers. They
is
said,
gonna
oh no,
bring you
you
this
can't do
amount
that
of
because
money.
of your likeness.
Motherfuckers gonna come buy a ticket to see me play.
Not
How?
now.
No, you can't.
Now,
That's illegal.
now they
That's
get paid off
illegal.
their name.
Now that I think they just started,
Now they get paid off
because
that.
they
But I
just
told you
started that
again,
shit.
EA Sports created NCAA. No. They stopped putting the names on the back of the fucking jerseys on NCAA, and they put numbers. And then they stopped that and banned it all the way. Because
podcast No Name Will Be Named Later went to the fucking University of Joe Butt, and they changed that fucking name of that podcast to Joe Butt Podcast because that's a D1 school.
and started a contract.
Contract that's saying, hey,
I'm calling it a
you
scholarship.
getting
You
30%.
get room and
You
board.
you're
nigga.
getting 60%.
You get room and
You're
board.
getting
Oh, so
60%,
basically me playing
the rest of us
football
splitting 40.
in a college gives me room and board. So I don't have to have a percentage of a grade. Hold on. I don't have to get a percentage in a grade in any class and whatever I'm taking.
A school,
It doesn't?
You can't charge no school for your name.
Now you can.
If they charge it, if they're making money for it, they're making money for it.
Yeah.
If you're making money off of me because of my name and my ability,
My likeness.
I could charge you for it. Now.
No,
But
not
back
even-
then,
not even that.
that's a whole different story.
They can make money off it
Because Reebok was still selling what jerseys?
No, the whole
Nike was
reason
still
they
selling what
skipped
jerseys?
college
And
went
guess what they
straight
did
to
with the
the
Nike and
pro
Reebok
line.
and everybody else? Hey, Nike had to say, all right, cool. We're going to sponsor the school, not the player, the school. So once you start smoking, so you say Joe Budden school and everything else. But I say again to you, guess what Nike did? Nike signed a contract to say, I'm sponsoring your school. Ain't no until. I'm sponsoring your school until, until this contract runs out. When this contract go dead, all right, cool. We got to renegotiate a new contract. There's no reason why Notre Dame and fucking Oregon has more jerseys. Not only jerseys, but TV status and jerseys. Who's sponsoring them?
Big business.
CBS,
Big
Notre
business.
Dame, or Jordan, Oregon? Is it NBC or Jordan? Who? It don't matter. They on TV, and no, it don't. They on TV every fucking Saturday. On guess what? Guess what? Not pay-per-view TV, not college TV, not any other sponsor. They're on TV every fucking day. It's under the contract.
It becomes a new contract. You can't change the contract until
Because you feel you can't change the contract because you feel like, hey, I'm more popular than all this, and I brought all this money to this. I can't change it. And NBC came to the school and offered them a contract. So they signed the contract. So NBC has to stand for the contract that they offer. Joe Budden didn't, Roy and them didn't go to him with a contract. He went to them with a contract. Because in the same case, I'm starting a podcast. Either way, it don't matter. How you gonna get that more? Joey knew he was gonna get more money. Yes, Joey knew he was gonna get more money. Because it's his partners, it's his friends. He already know the conversations they have in the basement or at the daiquiri shop or any looking. He knew, all right, cool. I could talk with them. Either he knew his weight in his name, so why offer them a contract? Why not just let them sit on there and talk and then change out? No, help where? He used them because he knew they helped, but he used them because he knew they was gonna help. Who offered the contract? What Joey wanted? He wanted them on a salary. Joey, I'm pretty sure Joey went to them. Joey went to them with a salary. They said, "Nah, let's just do a percentage." Joey said, "Okay." They signed a contract. They didn't go to Joey and say, "Hey, I want a contract because I know you, Joe Budden, and this could be big and everything else." Joey, even in the contract, it's Joe Budden's contract. Meaning, it don't matter if you change your mind tomorrow. You might got on there and seen that, hey, our views went through the roof with 2-3 conversations. And in your mind, you're like, oh, you know what? I need to put them on salary. Hey, guys, let's go renegotiate the fucking contract and say, hey, I want you to be on salary. And they say, no, you can't do shit about that. You can't do shit about that. A contract is, he is. And that is fine. But it don't mean shit to that contract. It don't mean shit to the contract. Your mistake. Guess what? Your L. No, your L. I'm telling you, Star Trail. They put in. It has nothing to do with if you're under contract.
But I guarantee you, when Michael Jackson. No. You want to bring that up? You want to bring Michael Jackson up? I guarantee you. All of them was getting the same amount.
Bring up the Lakers.
No, fuck the family.
Because Daddy signed a contract.
Yes.
Who signed a contract?
Daddy.
All right.
When Michael went to make it, watch this. When Michael.
Before that, Jermaine left because he realized he's not getting much money he could get on his own.
Did Jermaine realize he wouldn't be on his planet?
Did Jermaine realize?
What they gotta do when he got there?
Did Jermaine realize?
I'm here though. I'm here. No matter what, I'm here.
You here because of me, so I determine your value and what you get though.
Until when? Until when? So until the day I die, and that's the reason why Michael Jackson made his own contract. That's why Jackson started signing his own contract. That's the reason why.
It doesn't matter. They
Yes,
make
it does.
No, it does not. It does not.
On the fans don't pay your percentage of what you broke. You can't see what the
No.
So if you were signed hold on, wait.
They pay OnlyFans the percentage to be on a platform.
You getting
They
pimped.
pay OnlyFans.
And Joe went on a rant. Joe went on a rant about that. And he spoke about this. But Joe went on a rant about that. He did a whole rant behind that. Because in the same case, it's like, all right, cool. We showcase on YouTube.
I think he said 152 views, you get your $1. Somewhere around there.
You get over 1,000. 1,052
views
will get you money.
How do we know? We ain't getting
Yeah, because
Exactly.
they control.
You don't know that. And Joey went on a rant on about it. But that does not mean that
because he's YouTube.
it does not matter when it comes to a contract under somebody else. So guess what? Guess what Joey did? Just what Joey did. Joey, we could sit here and say, hey, Joe,
get you $1.
I know I got that $1.
okay,
You
can say
trusting
that.
in the system tell you.
That number that they give me.
Uh-huh.
Just say,
Uh-huh.
all right, y'all owe me $1.
So you need to do more research to find out how many views you really have. Because if you know, no, it does. That's what I'm saying again. That
It's based off
if
it's regulated.
it's based off the fact that you sign a
somebody's
contract, bro.
That's the same.
They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They could. They can. But the thing about it is, you made a contract with your partners that you gotta lie about. You have to basically go with. No matter if they say you made 52 views and you go look on another service and say, hey, we got 82 views. Hold on, they owe us some money. But when I go, the contract states what it is.
No.
Let me tell you this. Let me put this.
Are we contributors to YouTube?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Because YouTube have to tell me what the views really are.
Yes.
They do.
Can they skew it in a way to where I don't
They
get that?
they can in the same case of saying, hey, if I no 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 no. Because to even get on YouTube, we got to sign a contract. And yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
you do. You gotta start
You do.
an account. You sign an account.
It's underneath your email and everything else.
Just because you
happens.
don't read it.
You saw all that shit?
Exactly.
just
You know
because
why?
you
And
ain't
you
read it.
analyze. Well, it is contract, yeah. But in the same case, you analyze that whole thing. Now, guess what's in that contract? They got to show us the amount of views we have to we get. And they have to. Because if they don't, and we find out that they're not, guess who gets sued? But the contract is a contract. Again, it's not debatable. Because if I state in my contract that you have to pay me a certain percentage on whatever this podcast makes, whatever it makes, even if you go off and make a side deal to do this, that money goes to that podcast. I know. Yeah, we was. No. I know you don't do shit like that, and that's the reason why we're built. We're all built in a different way. We bring this podcast together because we're all built differently, and that's cool.
But I really don't.
Even though, but when you do that, guess what you do? You put information out in the air for everybody else to listen to. Even when it's right or wrong, you still putting the information out to do what? Guess what it is? Open-minded, and we already stated this at the beginning of this.
That nigga is Satan.
What's the circle? Oh, you were trying to wrap it up? That's the wrap up.
That nigga is Satan.
He Satan. Damn, bro. You got named Satan.
Nigga trying to lead us down the dark way.
Nah, it's not. But information just got put out.
Yes, sir.
Because it happens everywhere all the time.
It does. It does.
Now the day we could find out how we can control that. The day we find out we can control that, and that's where we go at. That is.
Even though they put contract because at one time a contract was a shake of a hand. A shake of a hand, a mutual agreement between gentlemen. I'm just saying. It was a mutual agreement between gentlemen. But at the end of the day, now you gotta have paperwork because nigga thieves out here.
I'm pretty sure to tell you this. Before we sign a contract, I can see you have the goods. I'm not gonna walk in this bitch and see that you don't have the goods. You're not gonna tell me, hey, I got $1 million.
That's why black people lost all their land.
Exactly. Off the fact that they ain't see shit. They ain't see, they couldn't feel, they couldn't walk on. We made that nigga. We made it. Hey, there's a boat.
You think that's what it was? No.
Fuck no.
Get these guys out my village.
Hey man.
They moved to my village. These guys out my village.
Hey man, I don't like these motherfuckers. How your boy off a belly said?
You got all this land that I want.
What
So know what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna be that one arm in belly.
I got this money. I got this capital. I'm gonna give you
I don't like that
farm up
shit.
some
I don't
crops.
like that shit.
You a sharecropper. Literally, you a sharecropper. I'm gonna give you this money. I'm gonna give you this loan so you can go plant your crop.
Oh, I gotta make you believe you gotta defend yourself.
Back at the end of the year.
No, I'm gonna tell you, there's other people
produced
that's
the
coming to
crop you
kill
said you
y'all
were gonna produce,
and hurt
so guess what
y'all.
I'm
So
gonna
I got some weapons
take your
to defend
motherfucking
y'allself.
Joe Budden pulled the oldest scheme that's been out since the beginning of time. This nigga was doing what the white folk did to the
Oh
sharecroppers.
Lord, we're gonna get banned for the white folks. Hey, this is 90 proof. Above the influence.
We went beyond 90. We went to 100.
We did
above
190.
the influence, baby.
No, we give out 90 and they give.
And we'll allow 10%.
10%.
We do.
We went to 100%.
Yeah, we did 100%. You ain't getting nothing else. Yeah. Thank y'all for listening to us tonight. We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought they was pre-recorded.
Oh no, we
I
ain't
got
pre-
it about 6 times.
y'all look good. Y'all that's how raw it is. All right. Thank y'all for listening to us.
I don't even like
We'll
that
holler at
bitch.
y'all next week.
One love.
One love.
I didn't know that was that bitch.